All right, fine. You want a Sprigatito stream? I'll give you a Sprigatito stream if we hit 100 subs. How about that? How about I start a sub goal of a Sprigatito stream? So what I wanted to talk about before everyone's like, oh, you got to play Sprigatito. So this guy, Felipe. This is kind of what I thought you'd play it with, is with Obsation. The problem is you have to remember that Earthen Vessel does not exist post-rotation. So how are you getting 2 energy in the discard pile early to play Zacian and Brave / turn 1 for 330? And the answer is you're probably not. Ultra Ball, but how do you get the energy into your hand, right? I know Ultra Ball gets rid of energy, but how do you get the energy into your hand? Easy peasy. I think you're playing Prime Catcher. So yeah, it can power up Dubblade. It can power up King Gambit, Heart of the Cards, Earthen Vessel's gone, Energy Search and Suitor. But yeah, like it's good. And Clan Burglar, no, I hated it, and I hovered my finger, my big toe over the unmod button. So yeah, Felipe is good. I think it'll get better as time goes on. You know, the more I thought about it, the more, you know, I thought about it while I was lotioning my feet. I'm like, hey, this card's actually pretty good. I'm just kind of blinded by the fact that we already have Matang, Archaludon, and Steven's Metagross in order to get metal types powered up. So that's, it's really good. Like, I think this is going to get better as time goes on. It's just that we already have 3 energy accelerators for metal energy, so what's the point? Like, wouldn't it just be easier to play Matang in a Zacian EX deck than Felipe? You after Mortal Crunch Bat? Hey, that was a stream title. Those don't count. So yeah, Felipe I think is good, but yeah, today I wasn't expecting to blow my load this early. So I was expecting to blow my whole deck load in the future, but yeah, testing went terrible. So do I just have like a, yeah, we'll just Sprig Tito EX stream. And then it's what? I'm at 89 out of 100 subs. There we go. There you go. You want a Sprigatito EX stream? You got to pay for it. Yeah, so it's 100. We'll do 100. All right. So yeah, we're playing Dustox, and then we'll move on to other things. It is so bad. Oh right, the Dedenne. I put the booty fly just to show you. No, we're not gambling wins today. We're gonna get 0 wins today. Yeah, we're gonna be playing terrible decks today. Just I'm just blowing my load. So everything I had saved up, I'm just gonna, you know, just blow the entire load. I'm just gonna show you. Okay, I'm just gonna show you how bad it is. I think that's the easiest place to start. Is just be like, just to show you how bad. Sure, let's do that. And 4 white lights. Was that me that you faced? And FM boss, yeah, fire is not good. And Zeus, I'm pretty sure the Raichu list is in the description, isn't it? Oh no, sorry, it's in the description of the video on the main channel. Right, I believe I put all the lists in the description of the main channel. Because that's what I do on the VODs, because, you know, the VODs isn't monetized yet, so I don't put any work into it. Oh, okay. So for VOD exclusive VODs, I'll put the list in the description. For VODs that are based off of, or for VODs that get turned into videos, I put the videos in the main channel on the list there. And oh my god, I play 2 rule box Pokemon in this deck. And yes, Never Gonna Let You Down has seen the light. Oh, this is a great matchup for us, he said sarcastically. He said fully erect. All right, so this was the first place deck in Japan. I think we need to talk about this a little bit. So it was Mega Absol. We'll wait till their turn. We'll wait till their turn. All right. I mean, we have a playable start. I don't hate it. Oh, cool. I hate this. I really hate this. So we'll go. And then we just go reversal on the Fez so we can retreat it and then end turn. Okay. So before you go looking at this and are like, oh my god, Mega Absol is going to be a tier 1 deck post-rotation. I have a video going up on Wednesday that will show you that no, Mega Absol is not good post-rotation. Unfair Stamp is the card that won every, you know, game for everybody in Japan. Basically, the strategy post-rotation is unfair stamp your opponent into an unplayable hand and then win. That's it. Everyone played unfair stamp in their decks. You play unfair stamp, you stamp them to 2, they get nothing, you win the game. That's it. If they have a playable hand, you lose the game because they're also playing unfair stamp. But this specific list, it's pretty straightforward. Yeah, it's unfair stamp is just going to be everywhere, but this list is pretty straightforward. But yeah, Absol is not doing great post-rotation because the thing that I noticed is that if you think Mega Absol is a playable deck post-rotation, then you also have to think that Arboliva is a playable deck post-rotation. Because yes, if you didn't know, Arboliva EX finished in 2nd in the Masters division, and Mega Slowbro Slowking finished in 2nd in the Seniors division. So I just want to point that out. Oh, cool. We can't do anything this turn because we need to evolve the Wurmple into a different thing. So that's really cool. Yeah, we're just going to go. I mean, I guess I just end turn. This is really stupid. Yeah, I'm going to mention that in my video tomorrow is that Genesect is probably going to be the card that everyone starts playing because Genesect just shuts off Ace-Specs. So yeah, just watch the video tomorrow. Everything will become clear like my duty. And FM Boss? Well, hey, it finished. Well, if you're thinking that Mega Absol is good, then you also have to agree that Slowbro is good because Slowbro finished 2nd. And you have to think that Arboliva is good. No, just remember, they can change their decks from day 1 to day 2. So it's completely different. It's not indicative of the meta. It's a Futurama joke. Oh yeah, I also have Megaton Blower in this deck. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, okay? Just be chill for a second. Be chill. So do not. Yeah, who's the psychopath? Do not put too much stock into the results of the tournament. I'm not going to. It's not going to change a whole lot. It's going to change like how I approach how deck building is post-rotation. Like unfair stamp, that's not a lie. Unfair stamp is just really good. Arboliva is easily tech. Yeah, it's easy to tech with Shaman. Oh, okay, cool. Why do I have Megaton Blower? Because if you can get rid of all their tools and special energy, you win the game. So yeah, just it is not indicative, right? Because you would have played through your first day and been like, oh, people aren't playing Shaman, so I'll play Arboliva. And then they hit decks that, you know, were weak to Arboliva and Teal Mask Odorpon and Meganium. So no, I do not consider the tournament results to be like a barometer for what the meta is going to be. I think the city leagues before that from Japan, where it's like, yeah, Dragapult and Lucario are 1 and 2. Those are very obviously the things you should be paying attention to. Mods, get rid of anyone being mean to me. All right, well, we're not item locked anymore, so that's cool. All right, so if we can just get a playable hand, this is not a playable hand. We can just get a playable hand, and that's not a playable hand. All right, so my choices are I can eat the Booty Fly. No, I think we just have to try to paralyze them. I don't think we can rely on Cleffa in this situation. So we go Poké Pad, go for the Silcoon. No, if I didn't get Badooed, we'd be fine. The problem is we got Badooed. So I want to go and get a Cascoon, because I am the coon. Oh, right, I don't have Forest of Vitality down. There we go. Okay, that goes there. Booty Fly, we eat the Booty Fly. And I guess we Megaton blow them. All right, so I can... Wait, what? Wait, why is... So that's... Oh my god, PTCGL is just such a hilarious game. Because it's just like, hey, it could be anywhere from 0 to 640. Let's just pretend. Let's just pretend like they have all energy. Hey, we got 160. PTCGL is a great game, isn't it? She's like, hey, you could do anywhere from 0 to 640. Well, yeah, and you look at Grimmsnarl. No one was playing Grimmsnarl at first, and then Grimmsnarl got paired with Frostlass, and everyone's like, hey, Grimmsnarl is really good. So I'm going to wait to do my, like, top 10 post-rotation decks, simply because, oh, yeah, that's great. That's awesome. I'm going to wait to do my top 10 post-rotation decks until, like, the results of this coming week, because then we'll know, like, how did people adjust to the meta changing to an unfair stamp build, and then we'll just sort of go from there. Oh, wow. And hey, yeah, watching play, exactly. And like that Slowbro deck, the Slowking Slowbro deck, we're not even going to be able to play that for like 6 months, and it's not good. But Clamburglar, in honor of you, what I was going to do is I was going to name one of my decks, this deck specifically, which just had Dustox, I was going to name it Justox. Get it? I was going to name it Justox, because it's like just Dustox, Justox. See? There we go. We just took the knockout. Actually, we're only doing... Oh, no, that is a knockout. And Lena, yeah, I mean, it'd be crazy if we didn't, but, I mean, the Pokemon Company has done crazier things, so it wouldn't necessarily surprise me if they failed to do the thing they're supposed to do. But I'm going to sort of, yeah, just maybe wait until we get, like, an opening from a YouTuber who you know, got early packs and stuff. Because remember, Ascended Heroes took so long because there was no build and battle, pre-release battle things. Well, yeah, you can get your Crushing Hammer back, you can get Megaton Blower back, you can get Lilies back, you can get all the things. And Jag Bomb, well, it's not that hard to get working. It's just, what does Lightning hit for weakness? Right? Pidgeotty X is gone. There's no good water decks. What are you hitting for weakness? All right. So, yes, we are going to lose this one. So, just to let you know, I made a sub goal for a Sprigatito EX stream, Noctel, and no one is subbing. So, I don't think anyone actually wants a Sprigatito EX stream. You know, you say you want a oh, every comment is, oh, I want a Sprigatito EX stream. Where's the Sprigatito EX stream? Walking Plane? How about 200? And then as soon as I put up a sub goal and say, hey, I'll do a Sprigatito EX stream, but then no. And that new thing from Poké Beach, yeah, this is not me trying to bait Never to Let Me Down into gifting subs. Clamburglar, I'm not trying to bait you either. Well, this is a terrible matchup for us. They attack for... So, this is what I wanted to talk about. Most decks these days attack for 1 or 2 energy. Clamburglar, you're not supposed to be doing this. What are you doing? And also, we're currently apparently only at 89 subs, so apparently two ran out. But thank you, Clamburglar, for gifting subs. Oh, yeah, you've gifted 81 subs. But, like, Mega Frostlass attacks for 1 energy, and they play Wally's Compassion, and it looks like they have the Slow Bro that moves damage counters to itself. And Clamburglar's just going nuts. All right, well, we're at 90 out of 100. Clamburglar can't be pulling all the weight here. All right, well, let's Poffin. What the hell am I playing again? All right, so we can go Toedscool Cleffa. We prize the Wurmple again somehow. And then we go Poké Pad, grab another Wurmple. So we're going to attach that. Oh, we're going to attach that there. Retreat. Go into the Cleffa. Put a Handy Fan there. And then here we go. There's another Wurmple. Okay. And I don't have a stadium, so maybe we don't. Yeah, I think we don't get any of this. I don't have a, playable hand, so we're just going to Grasping Draw and you cut that Megaton Blower. And then I'm not going to grab the Beautyfly I'm not going to grab the Beautyfly because I don't want to have a Beautyfly in my hand and then they give me a Beautyfly. And Cult of Wrath, well, hey, they printed new cards. You know, it's not my fault that they printed new cards that are really bad. So the whole strat is you're just supposed to put energy back into their hand, but they're playing Quad Wally. And at PDC GLDev, just because you have a ball next to your name doesn't mean you're... Oh my god! Yes! Get wrecked! Everybody get wrecked! Everybody! Oh, what are you playing Megaton Blower? Oh, why are you playing... I mean, I know a Tool Scrapper would be better, but whatever. Oh, Pilot, why are you playing Megaton Blower? Okay, so I guess Wurmple goes up front. We let it die. And then we go and get a... Yeah, we'll get that. We'll get this guy. A Hype Train has started a little late. That's okay. And then we attach that to you. We go end turn, and then we just hope. Hey, don't poke holes in this like it's a condom. Okay? I think, you know, Megaton Blower, it's whatever. I was just hoping to run into a lot of special energy and stuff. But of course that wouldn't happen. So yeah, Clam Burglar, thank you for getting us closer to our goal. But I mean, at any point in the next month, if we get to 100 subs, I will do a Sprigatito EX stream. Or I'll stream until I win with Sprigatito EX. So yes, it'll be a 3-hour Sprigatito stream. All right, here we go. We got the Twilight Poison. Who's ready for Twilight Poison on, because we can't do anything because this deck is so terrible. Who's ready for the worst thing you've ever seen in your life? No, it's going to be a 20-game stream. All right, well, let's Megaton blow them, I guess. All right, Twilight Poison. We don't want to put the energy back into their hand because they're just going to Wally anyway. Yeah, Sunlight, this is Trust Your Pilot playing Pokemon TCG Live. And they flipped heads and we actually survive. Fun fact, this guy can't knock out a Dustox. And Darkside, well, Enhanced Hammer stays in format, so Megaton Blower is not that great. But it is a thing. So yeah, we can talk about the new reveals. If you haven't watched the video, it's really weird. There was a surprising number of comments and thank you. I mean, I know the Iono means you take a knockout, but that's fine. And there's Battle Cage. Okay, and they got Strange Behavior. So Hyper Rogue Angie Floette. For some reason, I had a lot of comments on yesterday's video that just repeated things I said in the video, which was really weird. Because it's like, people mention things and it's like, yeah, if you just watch the video that was in the video, but people don't watch videos anymore. Yeah, but I gave my reasons why this does not make Mega Floette playable, because Mega Floette is weak to metal. If you hit into an Archaludon EX, oh, they just knocked themselves out. That's pretty cool. If you hit into an Archaludon EX, and I have, they one-shot your Mega Floette. If you have a 500 hit point Mega Floette and you hit into an Archaludon once, guess what? You lose the game. So even 500 hit points is not enough, which is kind of crazy. I think they're asking themselves what I'm doing. I think they're asking themselves, what the hell is Trust Your Pilot doing? FM Boss, Mega Floette stall. And Wally's Compassion. Yeah, Hero's Cape, Wally's Compassion. That was a thing I was thinking of. But I still don't even know if that's good. Walking Plane with Relicanth and Duraludon was my thinking there. With Relicanth and Duraludon. So you just go Relicanth, Duraludon, copy Raging Hammer, and then they are completely screwed. So let's go Wurmple, Cascoon, Dustox. There we go. And Poffin. What do you mean? That's the ability of the Slowking. The Slowking's ability lets it move all the energy around. All right. Well, let's energy. Actually, no. I think we just have to Stun Spore. So yes, if you didn't know, Strange Behavior, you can knock this out. So it's not like Gardevoir's ability where you can't take a knockout. You can move 100 damage counters to the Slowbro. You can also use Luxurious Cape with the Slowbro. So it has 200 hit points. You can move all the stuff to it, knock it out, and it only gives up 1 prize. And Mad Panda, that's because you think this game is well made. It's 1 damage counter at a time. And also, they didn't get paralyzed. Ooh, okay. So I guess we just put it on the bun. No, we got to put it on this guy. We have to put it on the one with 3 energy. I know it's stupid, but that's what we have to do. Okay, there's a Silcoon. So yeah, it's 1 at a time, and that's just the way it's worded. I'm not saying it's good or bad, just that's the way that it's worded. All right, well, I guess we just Iono again. I guess that's what we do. We just Iono again. Okay, well, we got Forest of Vitality. That's good. Let's go, yeah, Dustox. And we'll put a Reversal Energy, I guess just on the Dustox since they're going to win the game anyway. And then we go, I guess, Stun Spore, because there's no way they have energy in that hand. And if they do have energy in that hand, they'll just use it to retreat or attack. Can I please flip heads? There we go. Yeah, so I don't think that Mega Floette is going to be good unless you pair it with, like, the Dunsparce. But don't forget, you have to play 2 stadiums to get the 150 HP boost. And if a Dragapult player puts a Jamming Tower into play, guess what? Your Mega Floette with 500 hit points goes back down to 250. And they just go Dusclops, Phantom Dive, knock out your Pokemon you just spent all your time building up. And what the hell was the point of that? Right? You just, all that time you spent trying to build this stupid thing up, and then they just drop Jamming Tower and win the game. So, no, I do not believe in Mega Floette. Unless there's a card they're holding back that we haven't seen, I do not believe in it. And I talked about this as well, is that we already have, oh, this is great. This is hilarious, is that we already have better versions of the cards they revealed. Like, Cobalion, we don't need a 200 damage metal attacker when we already have several of those. Horror Ronda Rousey, oh, that's fine. You know, Horror Ronda Rousey, like, yeah, sure, that does 280. It's Mega Clefable numbers, but I'd rather just play Hops Trevenant and do 210 with Hops Trevenant, right? That's just so much easier. Okay, so in this situation, I guess we attach to you. I guess we just try to put him to sleep, right? We go Retreat, Lilies, 100 plus Sleep and Poison. All right, so Booty Fly, we're eating the booty as always, my favorite thing to do in the world. And then we have another Dustox. Ghost Touch. All right, so we have 2 chances to use Boisterous Wind. And then we flip tails. Well, we're due for a heads here. Not that I necessarily want it, but, you know, I just want to do it for sure. Okay, we got it. All right, so it's back in their hand. I'm not sure what that did, because we just need to flip tails on sleep. But yeah, I'm showing you that how bad the combo is. It's like, yeah, putting energy back in their hand is not great. I do have a couple ideas that are slightly better. Ooh, that's pretty good. But, like, they could literally just use Wally's Compassion here and ruin my life. Or have a Slowpoke or something. Or have a Turtle Head poking out. So, yeah, that, isn't there a Pokemon that keeps them asleep? There's, like, some that require, there's, like, one that says flip 2 coins. And FM Boss? Exactly. Handheld Fan is just a better Dustox. And it's not a stage 2. Handheld Fan is just a better Dustox. Exactly. Yeah, Gourgeist, it does 280 for 1 energy, but you have to play Risky Ruins, you have to do all this other stuff. I just don't think it's really worth it. Alright, so let's go... let's just put that back in there. And we're going to, I guess, attach to you Lilies. I know we're a little thin on cards here, but we should be fine. I'm just trying to figure out the best course of action. All right, so let's put... Actually, let's bring up this one and then see what happens here. And Zenith, I like how you say easily. I like how you say easily when every time I've ever tried to play a Risky Ruins deck, it never works. But I do like how you say easily. All right, so we go attach to the active, retreat off the reversal, and do I eat the booty fly? No, we try to poison them again. But yeah, Tauros was a basic, right? It was a basic single prizer that required, you know, just Risky Ruins. This one requires a few more things, like it requires Telepath, it requires several other things. It's a 2-prizer, it's weak to dark. Like, I think it's good. Don't get me wrong. I think it's playable. I think it's entirely playable. But as I pointed out in the video, it's like the 5th or 6th best Psychic type attacker, not including Alakazam. And Alakazam is awesome. And that's just the general consensus with all the cards coming in perfect order and all the cards coming in Chaos Rising, save for a Footful. Like Xerneas. This guy needs 8 energy to do the amount of damage that a baby Azumarill needs to do for 1 energy. And FM Boss, I mentioned that to someone in the YouTube comments. We don't have Dodrio or Damage Pump in Standard anymore, so Zoroark V-Star does not exist. Now let's see if we can get double heads here. That was you? I argued with you in the YouTube comments? You're the one? Yeah, it's like, oh, you can do 300 damage with this, or you can just play Baby Azumarill. Oh my god, we're going to do 160 damage with a Booty Fly. Are you press 1 if this is the greatest moment of your entire life? Press 1 if this is the... Oh my god, we just knocked out a Mega Frostlass with a Beauty Fly. The first time in Pokemon TCG Live history. Yeah, that was you, yeah. So, yeah, you're banned from the channel. Never mind. But yeah, so it's just, we don't have Dodrio, and we don't have Damage Pump, so it's not the same. But yeah, Geostorm, it's like, yeah, you can do 240 for 8 energy in play, or just play Baby Azumarill and do 230 for 1. I wonder which one's easier, right? So it's just, these are just J-Block. They are definitely hurting the power level of cards. Like, Cobalion EX is just Iron Leaves EX, but worse, because Iron Leaves EX had a built-in switch effect. So when you slapped Iron Leaves from the bench onto the field... Huh. Yeah, I guess we just go up with this guy. And, yeah, Chaos was rising in your pants. But, like, there's no switch effect. So the Magnet Metal Energy... And Incineroaring, no, that's an insult. That's an insult to the new cards. Black Bolt and White Flare were terrible. Okay, so yeah, just Cobalion, it's a fine card. Like, the Magnet Energy gives all your metal types free retreat, but Air Balloon already does that, and Air Balloon's kind of better. So what's the point? Let's play... Huh. I guess we go that guy... That guy, and we're just going to play Xerosic. And let's see if they get rid of an energy. Oh, I guess I should have Dustoxed first and then use Xerosic, because that would have made their life more difficult. Yeah, they just get rid of an energy, but don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. Nothing in life matters. All right, so if I go... Boisterous Wind. Yeah, it's like there's Metal Road, there's no switch effect here. There is literally zero switch effect, so it's just like if you don't have a switch or an air balloon, the card is useless. All right, Booty Fly. I believe in you, buddy. So we have to go retreat into you. I have to, I think, attach to the Ursaluna, because we have to have 5 cards in hand or else we just mega lose the game. They got time. Oh no, they have time. Okay, so I have to, they had Mega Frostlass. So remember, time is the dumbest card ever printed in terms of PTCGL. So they're going to play time, and I have to not select 310. Okay? And I like cow. We would have knocked it out. My bad. But I didn't know. I would have quiet, okay? Just because we would have won the game doesn't mean I'm an idiot. Lycia's Appeal? Oh no, we're gonna lose because of a stupid Lycia's Appeal? They top decked the Lycia's Appeal? Are you freaking kidding me right now? So this is all gonna come down to a confusion flip. We're coming down to a confusion flip right now. Are you serious? All right, well, let's see what happens. Okay, so we have Crushing Hammer. I can Crushing Hammer the active, even though we... Oh, crap. Okay, well, here we go. This is why I put the grass energy on it. Here we go. Confusion flip time. Oh, my God. Are you stupidly kidding me right now? We lose because of a confusion flip. I was thinking, oh man, we can absolutely get a YouTube short out of this. I can show you how bad time is. And then no, they dropped the stupid Lycia's Appeal at the last damn second. All right, let's play the Chain Lane version, which is better. But this is why I don't have the win-loss ratio on screen or anything, because we're just going to lose every game today. We're going to be in the 1200s after this. I can almost guarantee you. So yeah, Cobalion's just not good. And then, like, this Trevenant. Hop's Trevenant is better than this. Azelf is better than this. There's so many cards. Well, there's like 3. But there's... Oh my god, we started the Fez again. We start the Fez again. Oh, you know, no big deal. Just starting Fez every single freaking game. And that's why opening Pokemon cards is a fool's errand. But you look at this. Trevenant is 2 Psychic for 60 plus 10 for each damage counter on all of your opponent's Pokemon. Azelf is 10 plus 10, but it's a Psychic and a Colorless, and it's a basic. So it works with Counter Gain. Oh, God. It works with Counter Gain. It, works with Wondrous Patch. It's a basic. It pairs better with Uxie. You can use the Uxie Azelf Mesprit combo if you really want to. So it's like, yeah, Trevenant is good, but we already have a card that's better than this. So what's the point of giving us a card that already exists, basically? And yeah, I don't know if I can win this one. As long as I don't damage them, we should be okay. And then, yeah, Mega Floette, we already knew what Mega Floette was going to be, but it's weak to metal. So you hit into an Archaludon, you do 200 damage. They copy Duraludon's Raging Hammer, one-shot you, do 600 damage-ish. And PTC Gel Dev, shouldn't you be asking yourself that question? So it's just, there's no point. Like, all the Psychic types that are good post-rotation, guess what? Oh, right, I forgot to take out this Dedenne. Guess what? They're all stupid. They're all weak to metal. All right, let's go retreat into the Chainling. I'm going to hold off on using the Iono. Hey, we got rid of a Lilies. Watch them have another one. And FM Boss, this is what I'm telling you. Weak to metal, when metal is getting more support in Chaos Rising. 3 energy for 200 when Smoochum can just put 2 in for free. Jagbomb? Yeah, we've known for a while. Mega Dragalge is just a Megaton blower and then 16 damage counters between turns through poison. So, like, it seems playable. But, you know, we're still waiting on the official confirmation. Remember, there's only 2 weeks until we know all of Chaos Rising. Can't Hobzation one-shot it? Oh my god, I think you're right. Hang on, let me bring it back. But yeah, we're either gonna know all of... there's 2 more weeks. This coming weekend, I'll have, like, probably 10 more cards from Chaos Rising. Then the following weekend, the remaining 40. And that's it. And that's all 86 cards in Chaos Rising, and it's pathetic. So, no. Hobzation would come up 10 damage short. So Hobzation would do 240 to Mega Float. It would come up 10 damage short of a KO. But, I mean, for free, you can do 240 damage to a Mega and come up 10 damage short. And Lena, I have my ways. I have my ways with women, and I have my ways with women on the internet. You know, I got the secret sauce. You know, I pour my secret sauce all over my keyboard, and that's why I can't use my L button anymore. All right, so here we go. Cascoon, I'm going to Iono you. Yeah, we got to stop that Hobzation. Yeah, 2 in 2 turns, exactly. Okay, so we go Bug Catching Set first. Oh my god! Okay, no, that's fine. That's great. That is fantastic. All right, so Dustox, I choose you. And then we go Crushing Hammer on the Dracloak. Nope, don't do that either. That would be bad to be able to do that. All right, well, we got rid of a Psychic. It'd be really cool if we could get, like, their Latias or something. But yeah, it's just... the Chaos Rising and Perfect Order cards are going to be usable in 2027 or 2028 when the H block and I block cards rotate. So it's what people said is they're trying to, you know, nerf the format, of course. And FM Boss, yeah, for 0 energy. You can build a Hobzation deck for 0 energy and beat Mega Float in 2 turns. And yes, that is insane. So they're trying to nerf the game, but the problem about nerfing the game now is that the cards from the past 2 or 3 years that were good are just even better because you're not printing anything to counter them. So it's gonna be Dragapult for the next year. It's gonna be Mega Lucario for the next 2 years. Just kind of boring. And it'll be 2 prizes again? I mean, probably. That's what they did with the Sun and Moon era, right? They introduced tag teams in the last year, and then they went back to Vs, right? They went back to Vs and... oh, no, they went to VMAXs. So they continued the 3 prizers. And Incineroar. Hey, quit poking holes in this. Quit backing up my expert opinion about how bad this card is. Quit talking about how bad this card is when I already did that. All right, well, we're in a terrible spot right now. We're about to lose this game because Dustox is so bad. So I'll play 1 more game with Dustox, even though I built literally 10 different lists. Lena, no, it's the TCG because they're going out of their way to make the cards less powerful. And Jagbomb, but... They ended your turn if you put them into play and you didn't have a Spirit Link. Yeah, you new kids these days, Lena, you don't know. Back in the day, you couldn't just evolve into a Mega. If you evolved into a Mega, your turn ended if you didn't have a tool card attached to it. All right, well, the last one failed, so maybe this one will work. Oh my god. Okay. All right. That's... PDCGL is such a great game, isn't it? PDCGL is the best game ever made. And then we get a great hand here. Super playable hand, too. All right, so let's go and get the turtle. I mean, I know I don't play many grass Pokemon, but that's still kind of insane. Okay, well, Wurmple, can't put Wurmple down. Let's go Crushing Hammer. Awesome. Let's get rid of the Psychic Energy, and then we'll see if we can put the Fire Energy back into their hand. That would be a no. Okay, awesome. Fan-flippin-tastic. Let's give you a spiky butt plug, and we'll go from there. And, oh, I wasn't around during the XY era, so I have no idea. This is a spiky butt plug. This is the most dangerous butt plug ever created. The worst butt plug you've ever experienced in your life. But the good news is that I'm going to lose this game. Never seen this card in my life. Well, it's rotating. And FM boss? No, just now. Because we don't know what they're just, this is a stopgap year. Hey, we got rid of a fire. This is just a stopgap year where we're just sort of waiting for them to figure their stuff out. And then they'll probably do a reboot, and then next year will be really good. So it's just going to be a really weird situation we find ourselves in. Okay, you go there. You get a Handy Fan. You get a Lilies. And then we just hope for the best. Why do I even try? What is the point of life when trying doesn't matter? Okay, so let's go Night Stretcher for Fez. Fez, come on down, and then we go Poké Pad. We need to, I guess, just keep cards, you know, in our hand here, and then let's go, yeah, Dedenne. But what if I'm gonna have to unfair stamp I have to unfair stamp first. We need to get an energy. We need a stupid energy. There we go. We got the Luminous. That's great. I would really like it if we could find a Forest of Vitality. I should have one. Crap. All right, well, let's go flip the script. That is not a Forest of Vitality. Okay, so let's go Dustox, Boisterous Wind. And then if we can get rid of, hey, let's put the, what do I want to put in there? I guess the Fire. And then we fully singe them. There we go. So discard energy from your opponent's active EX. I'm just trying to control their energy, but Dustox is not, it's not good. It's not that it's not good, it's that it's just not playable, right? You save your opponent's energy. Yeah, you can Boisterous Wind before a Xerosic or before an Iono or before a Judge or something, or before a Chain Lane. Well, I'm not playing control. I'm trying to make Dustox work, and it just so happens that the only way to make it work is by playing a terrible deck. And we got the bosses. I only play special energy in this deck, so that's unfortunate. And hey, our Toedscruel gets knocked out. Great. But I have a Night Stretcher, so we might be okay. Okay, so let's go Turtle Man up front. I need to go Night Stretcher. There's a de-evolution. That's useless. Thank you. Okay, so let's go Night Stretcher for the Toedscool. Get the Toedscool back. And then, yeah, we Lily's Determination. I'm going to run it. I'm going to deck myself out at this point. And then still no Forest of Vitality. Fantastic. Can we just get the old one Forest of Vitality out of the deck? Apparently never. That'll never happen, apparently. Good God. Apparently we're just never going to see that. Okay, well, let's attach to the Cascoon, I guess. And then fully singe them. So you can see the idea with this deck. I had concepts of a plan with this deck. Discard their energy, you know, have the Toedscruel. Try to not lose, but remember that I'm playing Dustox and then easily lose. And thank you, Clan Burglar. Okay, they're gonna bosses and knock out the Toedscool again because they're a butt face. Okay, well, they are. I mean, they're low on energy. That's something, right? They're low on energy. What's with the down arrow? I'm the one playing a terrible deck. What's with the down arrow? Okay, so what do we got left in the deck? I think we just go, yeah, we're gonna try to boisterous wind away that fire energy, put it on the bottom of their deck. That's great. I have to knock out a Monkey Dory. That's also great. And then I think we put, the Fez should get something here. And then we'll go Iono. And then, of course, we get the Forest of Vitality because I don't need it anymore. Great. Thank you. And then let's Fez for 3 more because I hate life. So they are 1 attack away from winning. FM boss? No, because I was trying to make every playable card work. Right, that was the goal, was to make every semi-viable playable card from Ascended Heroes work, and I was just like, well, let's see if we can get Dustox. What's the plan with Dustox? Well, control their energy. That clearly has not gone well. And, well, no, like I know what's playable and what's not. I actually had someone comment on, I think, one of the shorts and said, bro, you're 10 out of 10 on incorrect predictions. And it's like, no, I'm right most of the time. Like, I'm wrong less than 20% of the time. I was just generous and said 20% of the time. Doesn't play Emboar, because Emboar's, I did play Emboar. All right, fine. We're not playing another game with this. Fine. You want me to, I'm just going to delete every deck. I'm not even going to include the deck list in the video. What do you think about that? Yeah, VOD's audience. This is what happens when, oh my God, how many energy are they playing? Well, no, I made Mega Dragonite work. I won more games than I lost with Mega Dragonite. It's just that the deck is bad. All right, well, let's go. Bosses. I guess this guy. Knock it out. All right, what deck do you want next? We have. We can Goon. We can Heliolisk my balls. I got a few other things. What do you want? What do you want? I have lots of decks saved up. Seriously? No, I don't have Sprigatito, okay? Yeah, you want a good gooning session? So you're happy that I stopped playing Dustox, then you tell me to play the worst deck, which would be Dustox. Make up your mind, PTCGL dev. See, if we had the Toedscruel, they couldn't do this. If we had the Toedscruel, they wouldn't have been able to do that, but they targeted the Toedscruel every single turn. So, okay, thank you. All right, they're apparently not going to attack. Oh, there we go. Well, don't forget, I'm not streaming tomorrow and I'm not streaming Wednesday because I do have to work on those rotation videos. And also, the game's down for 2 hours of maintenance tomorrow and it'll probably break the game, so it's probably a good idea. Well, look how many decks I built for this stupid thing. All right, let's play Heliolisk my balls with Joltik that oh God, does it have, yeah, it has Sacred Ash. It's a rematch? Seriously? There's this few people playing this low in the ladder here? Can't even snipe you? Yeah, nice try. Nice try. Okay, are we going first or second? Doesn't matter, but you know, for my psyche. Oh, cool. Not only did we not get an energy or a canary or a supporter, but we got nothing. Oh, we got an energy. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's great. I think I have to retreat into the Toedscool because we kind of need a playable hand here. Right? I kind of have to be able to play the game. And then we have 3 canary in the top 7, of course. All right, so let's go experience share on you and then end turn. I also don't have anything that I can do next turn. Isn't that cool? You know, the Heliolisk, I'll show you the Heliolisk when we got it, but it's just basically play canary, accelerate energy. And yeah, they're just playing Dragapult. You get the Iono. Yeah, we get the Colossian Iono. Yeah, again, that's why this card isn't very good, and that's why Heliolisk isn't very good. It's like, yeah, you can play Canary, then what? I can play Canary, and then I can't do anything. Cool. I can play Canary, and then do absolutely nothing. So it's just not... You can't build a deck around this card. It's meant to be a helper, but if you play 4, that's too many. If you play 1, that's too few. So you have to load it up with Pokégear, but Pokégear doesn't work if you're under Badoo item lock, which is like the main thing about Canary is that you get Pokemon even if you're under item lock, but there's no good lightning Pokemon besides Iono's Kilowattrel, but you can't put Iono's Kilowattrel into this deck because you have to put so much energy in 4/4 Heliolisk and Jolted Kilowattrel. It's just stupid. All right, well, let's Canary away this guy, I guess, and go get Helioptile, Heliolisk, Dynamo, Helioptile. All right, so you go there, and you want to know something crazy? I'm going to get nothing off of this Toedscool even after thinning my deck by like 20 cards. How much do you want to bet this Toedscool fails, even though I just thinned my deck by 6 cards, and I had 3 Canary in the previous... Ah, crap. All right, well, let's do... I think I have to do a Lilies this turn coming up because everything's going terribly. All right, so... I believe I have Reversal Energy in the deck, but, I mean, I don't care if they take a crazy knockout next turn. They're not going to do it. So next turn, we definitely just we evolve into Electric, Lilies, save the Recycler. Your opponent's really confused? Well, yeah, they're like, wait, they were just playing a Dustox deck that was terrible, and now they're playing a Heliolisk deck that's terrible? Okay, they just had to attach to a Shaman to manually retreat. That's pretty good. So yes, if you don't remember, Heliolisk, play Canary, accelerate 2 lightning from deck. I'm not sure that Joltik is necessarily necessary. It's more or less just if you start it, that's good. If you don't, that's bad. But I have a Heliolisk deck that's basically just Heliolisk and Canary, and you just play, I think, 2 Toedscool, 4 Pokégear, 4 Canary, a PAL pad, and you just be like, I'm just Canarying every single turn and hoping for the best. Because if you can Canary twice with 3 Heliolisk in play, you can potentially do like 20 damage, which is really nice. You can do 0 damage. You can put 4 energy on this thing and do 0 damage. It's really cool. And there's Sacred Ass. And then we go Lilies. Okay, we got Heliolisk. That's good. Heliolisk, I choose you. And let's Toedscool. So I guess we go into the Joltik, and there's a Lilies. All right, so Air Balloon, and I get no. We definitely Electric to the Joltik. Electric to the Joltik. Retreat. Go into this guy. Jolting Charge. And then, oh cool, we prized one of our grass energy. Fan-flippin-tastic. All right, so 1, 2, and then we'll put that one there. Yeah, this isn't TCG Pocket. But, like, this is why I'm blowing my load today. Oh, God. I'm blowing my load today is because I want to get all the bad decks out of the way. I have faith in Ens Vanillux and Psychic Rotom. I've had a couple requests in the comments of the YouTube videos asking for Psychic Rotom, so I'll probably do that on Thursday. I'll probably put Ens Vanillux first, and then on Saturday will be Rotom, but those are, like, the last 2 decks that I'm interested in playing from Ascended Heroes. Well, then I'd become a YouTube streamer, and no one would want that. So we'll play Heliolisk for a couple more games. I have that other list that's equally terrible. But, like, if you can use Reversal Energy and Canary and kill a Wattrel and a couple things, it might be semi-viable. I could also put, like, Electric Generator in here, but that seems counterproductive. I guess, right? It seems kind of counterproductive to put Electric Generator in here, but early on, I guess it's good. Then you can use Energy Recycler and do all... You can't... PTC Gel Dev. You want more expanded, but you said we're going to add more expanded this year. Like, I want to do more expanded. I would love to do an expanded stream every month. But then you said, oh, hey, we're completely changing the game at some point, but we're not going to tell you when. Like, what the hell is that? Come on. All right, there's Canary. So I guess what I do is I Canary away the Lightning. We go for just everybody. And then how much Lightning energy is left in the deck? Only 5. Yes, at any point within the next 7 years, we're going to get expanded. We're going to start to get expanded. All right, so we are doing a decent chunk of damage to the Kangaskhan, which is nice. And then I think I'll go Dynamotor to this Heliolisk, and then we'll Heliolick my balls. And I guess, yeah, I guess we get the last energy out of the deck. So it worked. And we can two-shot this Mega Kangaskhan, which is kind of funny. But that's about all we can do. Well, that's the other thing is I wouldn't mind if they made the current expanded just Sun and Moon forward, but they have to add friend battles and a ranked mode. They have to actually care. You can't just give us casual, no friend battles, no skill-based matchmaking, no ranked, and have it be like that for 4 years. And also, for those wondering why nobody at the Pokemon Company acknowledged PTCGO's birthday yesterday, they don't consider the Canadian beta date as its birthday. They consider the day that PTCGO shut down, which is, what was like May 5th or something? May 4th, 5th, 6th? FM Boss? I mean, I think they should just make it completely ranked. Hey, Incineroar, have you checked out my Blue Sky? There's a great tweet on my, or there's a great whatever a Blue Sky is on my Blue Sky account about being a beta. No, they actually officially acknowledge May 5th as the birthday. So the like week after PTCGO, after they killed it, that's the birthday. So it's like closing a door to open a window or something. All right, here we go. I'm knocking out this Dragapult. Are you ready for the craziest Dragapult turn you've ever seen in the history of your entire life? Or the greatest Heliolisk turn in your history of your entire life? And there you go. Okay, so they're targeting my Electric and my Totsadiri, not realizing that I'm about to clap their cheeks with a Reversal Energy. The question is, do I try to knock out the Kangaskhan? And I think the answer is no. Right, I think the answer is we just go for the Dragapult and leave the Kangaskhan if we can. If we can Kangaskhan, get it? If we can Kangaskhan. All right, so yeah, we have 2 Counter Catcher. This is fine. Okay. There is no possible universe where we don't get this knockout. Okay? There is no world where we have the potential to do 560 damage where we don't actually take the knockout, okay? I'm not going to do the math for how many heads we... You can't do this to me. I needed like 5 heads. You give me... I flipped 8 coins and I went 1 for 7. This is... Why does... PTCGL is such a great game. Yep, that's going to be another YouTube. You already know I just wrote down the timestamp. Oh, man. Well, actually, I wonder how... Yeah, I'll check that another day, but this is great. So we still have more reversals, but they're about to double fist me, which Twitch doesn't allow, and they're about to win the entire game because they had double Monkey Dory. So that's really cool. Oh man, this game is great, isn't it? So much. This is such a fun game. I wish I could play this game all day. Okay, so we have to knock out the Kangaskhan now because okay, that's fine. Oh, they're gonna... You got the stupid Chen Pao combo? Of course you did. Of course. Everything just gets worse. They're gonna bump the Kangaskhan. They're gonna do everything. I don't think I have an Iono in the deck. Wow. You know, I mean, Bogman probably feels good about themselves. And, oh, thank you, Linden. You're no Trevor Linden. But everyone go watch that clip so I'm at the top of the PTCGL leaderboard. Okay, so everyone got knocked out. That's cool. Loving that. Okay, so we just have to win with the... Actually, I'm going to go up with this Heliolisk, because if we top deck a Canary, then I can do a whole bunch of things. Well, that's not a Canary top deck, is it? So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I guess I can put the grass in there, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so we just waste the Poffin. Don't use it. We waste the Sacred Ash. We just put, you know, somebody back in that doesn't matter. Sure, the Totsadiri, I guess. And then Lilies for 8, because we still haven't taken a prize. And that is terrible. Awesome. Okay. Well, I thought we'd get a playable card. We did not. So let's go attach to you. We can still win this game, which is crazy to say out loud. Flipping 6 coins. We just need like 3 heads, or like 4 heads probably. That's not a knockout, is it? That's just that. But come on. Come on, bro. Why do I continue? Why do they keep printing coin flip cards, first off? Why do I keep playing them, second off? All right, we'll play, we'll switch to the other one, because this one clearly hates my face. Zeus, no, because this is not a coin flip focus stream. This is whatever the hell this is. I don't know what this is. This is a descent into psychotic psychosis. And Incineroar, yeah, I think this is going to be the last week, unless I play like actual good decks next week, like Pikachu with Light Ball and other stuff. But yeah, this is probably the last week where I play new decks, and then it's just going to be old ones. And Aster, PTCGL is always the problem. Never let anyone dissuade you from that notion. PDCGL is the problem here. You're perfect. We're all perfect here. It's PDCGL that's the problem. What the hell? What the hell? What is happening? Am I facing a worse lightning deck? Am I facing an opponent who's actually playing a worse lightning deck than me? That's an oxymoron. You're a moron who lacks oxygen. Well, it's Magneton somebody. Or it could just be the Magneton Mega Magnezone energy control deck thing. Oh, what the hell? Okay, we're still waiting to see who their attacker is. Yeah, I mean, it could just be Zekrom on its own, I guess. I imagine we're going to see an Iron Hands here. There we go. Okay, so it's just an Iron Hands deck, apparently. They're doing the... Yeah, there you go. That's why they got the double squawk. They got the double squawk and ball torture. It's still... This is the last month we're going to be able to squawk and ball torture each other. That's so sad. Press 1 if you're going to miss squawk and ball torture. Okay, so that... Oh, no, we don't have the thing we actually need. All right, so we'll get that and that. I know I prematurely used the Canary, but it's like, what other options do we have here? And then, sure, let's quick attack, because maybe we knock out a Magnemite. We are not knocking out a Magnemite. You know, maybe there's like a marriage between the two, right? There's like a marriage between the two where I have to go like a 1 Joltik, no Galvantula, Totsagiri, Canary, I don't know. And Dardis, oh, you have no idea, Dardis. You have no idea how much I played with my holes today. Like, I thought of so many different ways to make the Team Rocket's Dud Trio work. And what I realized is that it's just a much, much worse... Hey, we're going to Iono. It's a much worse Frostlass. Like, if you have 4 Dud Trio in play, you're putting 8 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon, which is just silly, stupid bad. All right, well, let's go Iono. And it's like with Frostlass, you can put, 6 damage counters per Frostlass if they have all abilities. What a great turn we're having, isn't it? What a great turn we're having here. I mean, I guess we just retreat into the Psyduck and let them knock it out and then lose the game because this game sucks. Oh, man. But yes, if you don't know, the ability name for Team Rocket's Dud Trio is called Holes. I'll show you after this game what it does, but it's bad. I did come up with several fun lists, though. And FM Boss, yeah, it's going to be Meowth, turn 1 for Lilies, Meowth, turn 3 for bosses for game. And Clam Burglar, yes, I'm going to tweet out, hey, click this link if you want to see my holes. Do you want to see my holes? Click this link. I'm going to show holes. Everybody's going to see my holes today. Well, we didn't get what we needed, which is really cool. So we're going to go Canary, get rid of that. Just thin out everything, I guess, that we can. Stunfisk, Tynamo, Helioptile, Heliolisk, attached to the active. So I guess we just try to knock out the Squawkabilly and try to keep a little bit of pace here. Because I can potentially do some things. Right? Like, I guess we just go for the Squawkabilly, knock it out. and then hope we get Canary and we can put enough energy on the Heliolisk to win. Oh my god, oh my... We failed to knock out a Squawk... We failed to knock out a Squawkabilly with a Heliolisk that had 4 energy on it. Are you kidding me right now? This is the dumbest game ever made. All right, well, Dynamo has free retreat, but I'm not sure how I'm going to win. Hey, we got a reversal. Okay, we can still win. There's still a chance. There's still a slight chance that we can win. We just have to knock out this Iron Hands, and then they can't get another Iron Hands, and then I don't know how we win. We didn't get it. All right, we'll play one more with Heliolisk before banning it to the Shadow Realm. And Chef Blanks, I'm in the same spot as you. I'm shooting blanks, which is good because I don't have any money left to pay alimony. All right, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. I'm gonna, you know, make the best version of this deck that the world has ever seen. We're gonna make the best version. We're gonna cut the Psyduck and the Shaman. We're just gonna go with Battle Cage all day. Nothing else, just Battle Cage. Just Battle Cage, and it's gonna work flawlessly. Okay, so we have... Yeah, we don't want the... we don't care about the Galvantula anymore. The Galvantula is useless. No, because you have to... We want a Joltik turn 1. So we want to have 2 Totsadiri. We want to have, I guess, 13... lightning energy, and then 3 reversal, I guess. Nah, the 2 reversal seems fine. Experience Share, Palpad, Sacred Ass. What else we got? We got a 4/4 Heliolisk. I mean, is there anything else? There's not really anything else. It's just like lots of... I mean, I guess I could just go for like 2 Poké Pad or something, but Totsadiri is the only thing we need to get. So that seems useless. I mean, I guess I should have a Shaman, but like the dude's getting knocked out, right? The dude's getting knocked out. Let's go for... But like I have 2 Experience Share. So we'll cut an Experience Share, go for a Brave Bangle. Thank you. I knew I was... See, when I build bad decks, I just don't put too much thought into them. I guess it should be Prime Catcher. So like I miss A-Specs and stuff. Legacy Energy, yeah, probably, but we're just going to go with Prime Catcher because there's no Gust in this deck. So we'll cut Lilies for an Iono just so we have one. And I mean, I can't put Zekrom in the deck because Zekrom is too good. So I'm not going to allow myself to put Zekrom in the deck because Zekrom is just too good of a card. And I mean, I could go for Poké Pad instead, but like, let's just go... for... I mean, I don't even know right now, right? Like, let's go triple Air Balloon or something. I don't know. There's no way this deck actually works. Okay, we got this. Everything's fine. Everything is gonna work out as we expected it to. All right, we're facing someone on the cups of reaching the 1300s. So this is a battle to see who's a 1300 player and who's a 1400 player. I have a feeling it's not me that's a 1400. I have a feeling it's probably them. And then all that stuff I was worried about getting a Totsadiri, we start everything but... Or we start Totsadiri and nothing else. Okay, so we have, I think, 3 Air Balloon or whatever I put in here, so that almost guarantees us. Unless they went second, they went first. Okay, we're good. We're good. I got this. And it's Raging Butt. This is a winnable matchup. This is a winnable matchup. Unless they put in an Iron Hands for no reason, this is a winnable matchup. Oh, it's Iono's Belly Bolt. Okay, this is less winnable now. Because they have the Voltorb. But, wow, this is a Canary versus Canary battle. I didn't see that one coming. When have you ever seen Canary versus Canary? When have you ever seen two women beat each other off? That's never happened before. Two streamers do it live. All right, so here we go. I think we just want to Toedscool first. Okay, that's cool. Now the question is, I guess I do just go for lilies and hope we get the Joltik. Right? We just go for the lilies and hope we get the Air Balloon Joltik and then not get it and regret everything in our life. So then we go Helioptile, Dynamo. This is really fun because we still don't have a Canary. And if they get a Belly Bolt next turn, we're screwed. Okay, but we can win this. I believe in the heart of the cards. The heart of the cards, you are currently being believed in. Though apparently I forgot to put Canary in this deck. It's a thing that happens sometimes. Watch the BL lilies in their hand. Okay, well, I don't think it's a lilies because they would have played it. It's an energy. Oh, they got nothing. They got greedy and they didn't attach for the burst roar. They should have attached for the burst roar. I do not feel bad for you. Okay, so let's attract some customers. Oh my god. Okay, Pokégear for Canary. Oh my god, these cards are great. These are some grade A cards we're playing today. You know what? I'm not going to Iono them because they got nothing. We need all the help we can get here. See, this is... And they get their Canary before me. They got their Canary before me, and I played a Toedscool and a Pokégear. They just top-decked it. Of course. And then they have a draw of 6 because of Kilowattrel. Of course. Oh, man. Imagine if I'd Iono'd them. They'd be in the exact same position. All right. Well, yeah, they might have to burst roar. Please have to burst roar. Please burst roar. Please don't have lightning energy switch. Just burst roar, buddy. Come on, buddy. Don't be like that guy. Just burst roar, buddy. Ah, they're going for an electric steamer. You know, it's like a Cleveland steamer, but you got to put your toe in the electrical socket first. There's a Lavincia. Okay, that slightly helps me, maybe. But obviously, we lose this game if they just have an energy switch in hand. If they don't have energy switch, we might be okay. They're definitely Cerule edging us right now. Just, you either have it or they went for a burst roar. Okay. And they had another Canary. Okay, this is fine. We're going to get our first Canary right here. Thank you. Was that so difficult? Okay, so let's go Canary away the electric. We get we get Heliolisk, Helios, Joltik. I guess Helioptile. Okay, you, and then we'll put the Joltik down, and then we just start Frill Generatoring. Notice how I had a grass energy in my hand, in which there's 2 in the deck, and I didn't have a single lightning, of which there was like 13. So I couldn't get rid of the thing that I wanted to get rid of. Fun times. All right, so then we just go end turn. We prep the Jolting charge, because we're probably going to have to Iono next turn. I'm guaranteeing a win here. We have game. I can knock out a Raging Bolt. They have a Voltorb. Oh, God. Wait, why didn't they go for the one with the reversal on it? They just had the bosses like that. And then the switch. Yep, and then the Voltorb knockout. Wait. They need several energy in play. Well, they need like 5. They need 5 lightning energy in play in order to knock out the Heliolisk. That's 4. And then they use Kilowattrel. That gets rid of 1. And then they have Lavincia. Yeah, so they're just thinning. But that takes away in energy. They don't know. Remember, I discovered this. Voltaic Chain only works if it's attached to an Ionos Pokemon. So they currently only have 3 with their Levincia. Well, now they're going to have another one, I think. So they need 5. Yeah, I don't know if they got it. They need 3 more on their Ionos Pokemon. I'm going to get the, let's do the happy face. Let's do the happy face. Oh, that's going to be a happy face. We got to give them the old happy face there. But it looks like they just would have come up short anyway. Well, that's unfortunate. I wanted to gloat. I wanted to gloat and rub it in their face. But then they just had the Raging Bolt. All right, so I guess I go up with Joltik and hope, because we're apparently never going to find one of our 3 Air Balloon. Yeah, and also the fact that they went after the one that didn't have the reversal. You 100% go for the one with the reversal energy on it. I don't know why you went for the one with 3 lightning, especially when I have an electric. But they are an Ionos Belly Bolt player. Oh, we're going to get rid of all their energy. If we can get a Battle Cage, we win this game. All right, so I think we go up with the Joltik. And then, yeah, the Iono doesn't matter. That's a lightning. Okay, so we go electric to the Heliolisk. That's cool. And then lightning energy. And I'm actually going to use Levincia because this puts more energy in the deck. It saves an energy recycler so I can use it all later. So they actually really help me out there. Okay, that's terrible. Thank you. So we go Air Balloon on you. Poffin, go get a Helioptile. The question is, do I take the risk and use Jolting Charge? Because, I mean, we have our... I think we do. I think I do, right? Just get 1, 1, 2. And then we have 1, 2, 3. And then we have Canary next turn, so I can Canary, Electric. So the only way we lose this game is if they can boss us that Heliolisk and knock it out. If they can't do that, that's GG's. We win. I'm amazing. Spank my butt. I like the feeling. And there's nothing they can do to win. So, of course, they'll have the bosses, and then we'll lose the game, and I'll be big sad. Oh, my God. Oh, God. It's just, I try so hard. I get very not far at all. And in the end, it really doesn't matter. This is just, this game is cruel. Like, I Iono'd them into everything they needed. Right? It wasn't like they had to go digging for it. They were just like, no, I just got the, oh, and we have the judge too. Cool. They got the judge. They got the everything. And I get my Prime Catcher when it's too late. Because we need Sacred Ash, which we don't have. Oh, God. Well, it's because I have nothing clever to say. So I just quote songs that only like 10% of the viewership will know. Makes me seem hip and cool. Makes me seem cool with the young kids. They still have to retreat. Oh, they figured it out. They're gonna energy switch the lightning to the Voltorb. Ah, they figured it out. So this is what I was missing when I was playing Iono's Belly Bolt, Raging Bolt. No, I love exposing myself to young children because they have all the money. And yeah, the new singer is not Chester. You know, there's Heavy as the Crown. That was a good song from the new album. That's about it. All right, so we definitely lose this game unless we can find some Sacred Ass to eat. That is not what I wanted. Okay, so let's go get the lilies. I still haven't taken a prize, which is pathetic. So I think we attach to you. I'm going to lilies. And we did not get the Sacred Ash, but we've seen the energy recycler for a second time because, of course, that's what I wanted. Of course, you know, that's exactly what I was hoping for. I was hoping that we would see Energy Recycler again, and then we wouldn't have any Pokemon we could actually attack with here. All right, do you think they're going to have the Gust card for the 3rd turn in a row? There is absolutely no way that's going to happen, right? There's absolutely no shot that happens. Yeah, okay. And then we go retreat into the Joltik. Jolting charge. 1, 2. Okay, and then 1, 2 goes there. Oh, man. You know, just... I can still win this game. It's just as long as they don't get another 3rd Gust card. Oh, my God. 3rd in a row. The 3rd freaking Gust card in a row. Can you at least pretend to work for it? Because this is insane. I have to concede because I can't win because they just won't put another multi-prizer down. 3 turns in a row they had the Gust card. Because I got so scared. I was so scared about playing this because, oh, you know, when I tried to knock out an Iron Hands, I couldn't. All right, you know what? It's time to start gooning, everybody. Let's start gooning. Press 1 if you want to be gooning right now. Hey, I'm watching and waiting too. Hey, never let me down. You got to convince 10 people to sub. That's all you got to do, and your dreams will come true. Aster? No, this is VOD exclusive. I'm just blowing my load today. I'm just completely blowing my load, emptying my deck load in all of your faces, and then seeing what happens. Oh, wow, this is a terrible start. That's a 3. Yeah, I guess, like, I have to give the VOD some sort of name that YouTube search would help me out with. I'll just be like, I'm playing Heliolisk and Dustox and Obstagoon and all these new Ascended Heroes decks. No win-loss ratio because we're going to win like 5 games or 5 out of 100 games. I was going to say 5% of games and it came out as 5 games. And I was like, well, 5 out of 100 is 5%. Math. All right, well, this is an easily winnable matchup if we have a playable starting hand. Easily winnable matchup if we have a playable starting hand. Once again, easily winnable matchup if we have a playable starting hand. That's not a... That didn't help at all, PDCGL. That did not help at all. Do we have a Cleffa in here? We have a Toedscool... No way. No freaking way. The day after PDCGL turns 4... Can't even get the stupid Toedscool. Luckily, I have the Poké Pad, so we will be able to get it. But I need the Toedscool to potentially not lose the game. So guess which Pokemon I couldn't select. But yeah, luckily we had the Poké Pad. FM Boss, it never left. PDCGL turns 4. The glitches turn... The biggest game-breaking glitch in the history of the game also turns 4, and they have never even really addressed it except for one post. They have said, I think in one post, hey, yeah, we know that there's this crazy game-breaking glitch. And that was 2 years ago where they said they'd address it, and then they haven't said anything since. All right, well, we have things that we can do next turn. And yeah, for the Obstagoon, remember, it's 70 times each damage counter on your opponent's active. I don't know if I can win the prize trade with this version of the deck, but we can pretend that I can win the prize trade against like a Mega deck or something. And FM Boss, well, it should be 0, right? It should be 0 if this game was made by people who know what they're doing, but they don't know what they're doing. But yeah, let me find the quote from the developer of this game that they posted 2 years ago and they still haven't addressed or talked about ever since, even though it costs people game after game. Sorry, September 2024 is when they posted it. Where is it? Incorrect textures. Ah, here we go. The quote is so old that it still mentions Hisui and Heavy Ball. So in September 2024, this is the thing they included in their known issues page. And in a year and a half, they haven't mentioned it again, even though it's still going. So players are occasionally unable to select valid cards when using certain card selection effects such as Nest Ball or Hisui and Heavy Ball. Like this, you have to remember, this is the developer that we're dealing with here. We're not dealing with someone who knows how to fix the glitches that they introduce. They're just like, yeah, we know it's broken, but we can't do anything about it. Yeah, PDC Gel Dev welcome. All right, so we got a golden shower. That's okay. I guess we go up with the Dustox. No, we have to go up with the Zigzagoon. Waste the Poffin. Evolve into Line Noon. Badoo, and then Iono. Yeah, certain card selection effects. Exactly. All right, so let's go for Dusclops. And then, yeah, we'll do that. I have a Night Stretcher for a Toedscool, which does not matter, and then we just go end turn. But if you're wondering, you know, why do I hate on this game more than everybody else? Why do I not give them the benefit of the doubt? It's because that was mentioned a year and a half ago, and they still haven't done anything to address it. You know, once they put the game jaw, people do crazy things. But remember, it works with Forest of Vitality. Because the way it's worded, this does work with Rare Candy. And FM Boss? Well, that's because last week's update broke several things. Again, this is PDCGL. Things break all the time. That's their motto. We break everything because we can. So this is what I do in my testing is like I just figure out, oh, what is the deck missing? You know, I do the boners of the deck, and then I'd be like, oh, what's this deck missing? What could make it better? They're gonna go for a Dusclops. That's terrible. You tried Rare Candy? Well, should each player's grass Pokemon to evolve into grass Pokemon during the turn they play those Pokemon except their first turn. The way it's worded, that should work with Rare Candy, right? Right, because it doesn't say, like, you have to evolve into the specific one. It just says you can evolve your Pokemon. And I have no idea. That is beyond my pay grade. Okay, well, we can do one thing and nothing else. So we're just going to never play this one again. Well, I mean, there could be an official ruling that I just haven't seen. Like, I'll look it up on Pokegym. I don't know if they have the exact question there. But I'll look it up on Pokegym. Rare Candy's last sentence? There you go. Okay, so it's Rare Candy that blocks it. Oh, you can't use this card during your first turn or on a base boat. There you go. Thank you, Dardis. Oh, man. Yeah, see, this is why I hated Ascended Heroes. Oh, and Jagbomb, how did I not notice that you gave me 100 bits? When did you give me 100 bits? And why didn't Twitch alert me? But Jagbomb, if you're still here, thank you for the $1. I will use it for evil. But what I like is that, you know, I was backed up here, right? I said, going into Ascended Heroes, this set is garbage. We played some fun decks. You know, Hops Trevenant ended up being a lot better than I thought. Azumarill EX, because during the hype train, thank you. You know, Azumarill EX, I made it work because I'm awesome. And then, of course, we get this kind of a start. And I don't have Monkey Dory, but... Oh, there we go. We have a Zigzagoon. Okay, so we go Attach to You, Vengeful Punch, and then, yeah, just end turn, I guess. Oh, yep, there you go. So they got the Veluza. So they're playing Kofu. Wait, what the hell? Oh, they got the star. Oh, so they're playing Mega Feraligatr. They're playing Kofu, and they have the Starmie that puts 2 damage counters on any one of your opponent's Pokemon by discarding the Starmie. Okay. I'm assuming they have Kofu. All right. Well, I have an unplayable hand. Do I have anything? Hey, we have a Spiritomb. All right, so we can do nothing. It's fantastic. We're going to be discarding a card. We have a Psyduck with an Air Balloon in a matchup where Psyduck means absolutely... Wait, Psyduck means absolutely nothing. But we are going to mill them. All we need is... Hey, all we need is 38 turns and we can mill them. FM boss, I'll see you in the AM boss. Huh? Get it? Because it's like AM, PM, FM... I just milled the bosses. Oh yeah, somebody got really mad at me in the YouTube comments when I kept saying this was Crocana. Yeah, I'm like that. I'm that guy. It's Crocodile, obviously, but I called it Crocana. Someone got very mad at me for that. Thank you, Jagbomb. That's what you pay money for, is quality jokes. You know, Amy Schumer became a millionaire not telling funny jokes. So obviously I can become a millionaire telling great jokes. All right, so we got Risky Ruins. Wait, why the hell do I play Risky Ruins? Do we even have anything that can use Risky Ruins? I don't think so. You call that a crocodile? This is a crocodile, mate. It's not a crocodile. This is a crocodile. Okay, so yeah, just for the... Hey, we got rid of a Feraligatr. So remember, the whole point of this deck is to just build up damage counters on their Pokemon. That's all you do. You just build up damage counters on their Pokemon, and you try to win. Obviously, that will never actually happen because we're about to get Mega Feraligated. But I'm going to Lilies for 8, and we're going to be rolling in the deep here. And Zenith? Well, then I would just play King Gambit. I had to convince myself, in order to play Obstagoon, I had to come up with a list that takes advantage of Obstagoon being Obstagoon. That, like, there's no reason to play this over King Gambit that does more for less. So I had to come up with a list that convinced myself to play it. Oh my god, this is terrible. Alright, so let's hope we get a couple things here. I do need a Spiritomb. Thank you. So we have 2 Spiritomb. I can go get a Darkness Energy as well. Wait, what? Oh, I played Poké Pad. I was like, wait, what? Didn't I have the thing? You shouldn't, but thank you. Okay, so Vengeful Punch, and then Poké Pad for another Line Noon. And yes, it's not Lanoon, it's a Line Noon. For those of you who didn't know. Okay, so I guess we just Mountain Breaker, right? And let's put an Air Balloon there. So everyone is tool. Everyone's a huge tool. Everyone in this stream and watching this stream is a huge tool. Personally, I didn't use Feraligatr in ZA, but yeah, I don't really love the design. It's hey, they got a baby Feraligatr, but it is kind of cool, right? It's just a Feraligatr with a cosplay. Did you mean to type I resent that comment and PDC and the autocorrect fixed that for you? All right, and I love how it goes one at a time. Okay, so we're knocking out a Mega Feraligatr this turn. I think it makes more sense to use lilies in this situation because we're drawing 11 cards this turn. And all I have to do is get an Obstagoon and an energy. Well, we got the energy. So I think if we can just get an Obstagoon, of which there's 3, we will knock out a Mega Feraligatr. Thank you. Oh, I have Legacy Energy in here. And also Counter Gain. Okay, so Obstagoon here. Probably not Counter Gain, to be completely honest with you. Hey, we're gooning, everybody. Press 1 if you're gooning along with me. So then Counter Gain will go on this one. And then we retreat at eastward. The first time chatters that type, you know, when they're gooning is always my favorite. So thank you, eastward. Am I about to beat Feraligatr with whatever the hell this is? I think three counter catchers a little much. I'm not sure, but yeah, just the King Gambit, if your opponent's active has 4 more damage counters on it, it's knocked out for a single metal, and Vengeful Punch puts 4 damage counters on them, so it's amazing. And I'm not sure why I have Vengeful Punch instead of Punk Helmet. That seems dumb. Because, like, the entire deck is Dark type, so why do I have Vengeful Punch instead of Punk Helmet? I don't know. I forgot. You know, maybe I was thinking too much about King Gambit. I guess. Yeah, I guess. You know, we'll go with that. We'll pretend that's the answer, shall we? We'll pretend like, yes, I'm actually a genius, and that is definitely the answer. Oh, I always have a boner. All right, so there we go. We're going to Scarring Shout. I don't know if they can win this game. There's the Super Rod. So, I mean, we have the Legacy Energy. I mean, we have Punk Smash. I never thought I'd announce Punk Smash as an attack, but we might actually have to do that. Wait, is this going to be our first win of the stream? I don't think we've won a single game so far. So is this going to be the first win of the stream? Is Obstagoon versus Feraligatr? With Spiritomb, and I forgot to put Punk Helmet. Because Punk Helmet is better, because if they hit into you with Badoo, Punk Helmet activates when you just take damage, not when you get knocked out. So Punk Helmet means you just knock out a Badoo in revenge, which is hilarious. So if they try to knock you out, then their Badoo gets knocked out if they hit into a Punk Helmet. All right, so... yeah, we're just going to go up with this guy. I think obviously Super Rod. The Night Stretcher it is what it is. And then we go, yeah, that, and that. Hey, we got our first win. Obstagoon is the best Ascended Heroes deck ever made, clearly. All right, let's play. I mean, why not try it again? But have Punk Helmet in here. Why not, right? Yeah, I'll play Voltorb right after. Okay, so we have all the things. We have Counter Gain. We have everything we need. I had Shaman in the deck that matchup, by the way. Just want to point that one out. And PDCGL said, nah, bro. Don't forget to cut counter. No, I will need the counter catchers. It just so happened that I managed to take a really quick knockout of a Feraligatr, which should definitely not happen. In no universe should it ever happen that I go ahead by several prizes. Evie, welcome in. No. PDCGL turned 4 years old yesterday. Still doesn't support expanded friend battles, because that would make way too much sense. I'm always shocked when I see Dragapult in the 1300s. It never makes any sense. And don't forget that the ladder resets on Thursday. So Thursday, we're going to have to climb back up from Gardevoir League and Great League. But how have you been, Eevee? We've missed you. It's been terrible here without you. And this is the worst matchup I've ever experienced in my entire life. And this is the worst matchup I've experienced in the history of my entire existence. And they're just going to get the turn 1 Darkness Energy or Luminous. Oh, they didn't. Okay, well, if they want to Badoo me next turn, you're going to have to sacrifice some things here. Okay, so we go and get the Zigzagoon. I'm going to, I guess... Yeah, we kind of have to Iono, because I can't draw 2. I have to draw 6. Hope we get a Darkness Energy and then mill something. Yeah, that's fine. And then if they Badoo me, the Badoo gets knocked out. Well, that probably didn't help at all. So do you want to see the Voltorb with Legacy Energy, which just has 4 Voltorb, or the Voltorb with Magneton, which is terrible? Because Voltorb only has 170 hit points. It requires coin flips to do anything, otherwise it's just 100 damage for 3 energy. So I have Legacy Energy and I have Magneton. Both are bad. Legacy Energy means they might have to knock out 4 Voltorb. And Eevee, nah. You know, you're the OG Eevee. You're the original one. I don't count Sunny as the original one. You're the original one. You're my favorite. Sunny is not. Oh, God. Okay, well... This is going to end terribly for me, but maybe we can mill all their Luminous Energy or something. Or all their Crispin. Oh, man. Of course we run into a Monkey Dory deck. I just don't understand. Like, this is a Dragapult deck. Right? This is a Dragapult deck in the 1300s. It should not be in the 1300s. You know, I faced a Charizard deck with like 12 fire energy in it earlier. That should be in this portion of the world, but not Dragapult. Okay, apparently I'm just never going to find Zigzagoon. I do only play 3, so I should probably have 4. But that is a little crazy. Okay. We're going to be gooning next turn, probably. If they hit into me with a Dragapult, we can start gooning next turn. And I believe I knock out the Dragapult, because with the Punk Helmet, yeah, with the Punk Helmet and the 3 Spiritomb, we do knock it out, but I desperately need some Zigzagoon. Because there's no Blood Moon or Saluna in this deck. There's just Spiritomb and Obstagoon. Because again, this is what testing looks like, is you try your idea. Hey, what if I paired Obstagoon with Spiritomb and tried that combo, and then if it works, you add things like Ursaluna and, you know, you switch to Prime Catcher over Legacy Energy, or you add Luxurious Cape or something, or, you know, Monkey Dory. So you start with the base idea and then you iterate. So this is basically, you're getting a Pikachu behind the curtain here. And they got the Chen Pao, bump the Area 0 to get rid of the Mega Kangaskhan combo because they're cool. But hey, this is going to be a really good Morty's. But do I have I'm trying to think, do I have a Stadium in this deck? I don't remember. Oh, crap. Okay, well, there goes 2 Spiritomb. That's cool. I still knock out the Dragapult, which is nice. But I don't know what I do after that. I don't know what we do after that because no one's going to have any damage counters on them. This is what Dragapult looks like post-rotation and sort of pre-rotation as well. Oh, geez. Okay, so we take the knockout of the Dragapult, which is nice. I guess I'll have to punk smash somebody. Okay, that's fine. And then we go attach to you. Butt Scratcher. Go get a Spiritomb. I mean, I have to Mortys, right? There's no world where I don't Mortys here for 7 cards. How the hell did this fail this badly? Okay, then we go for Zigzagoon. Oh, I should have swapped that. I should have Poké Padded for the Zigzagoon and Nest Balled for the... Never mind. All right, so we have Punk Helmet. That's good. And then Scar and Shout for 490. So they're just not going to attack this turn, and that's fine. They're just going to not attack and then just set up another Monkey Dory probably. And they'll probably bump Kangaskhan Latias? Obviously, the Kangaskhan is going, unless they really have a terrible hand. But I think Kangaskhan is getting cut, and then either Monkey Dory or Latias. Yeah. Oh, wait, what? They got... Oh, they must have recovery then. They must have a Night Stretcher or something. But this is why Dragapult's going to be so good post-rotation is... I mean, they're not... I think they're playing a post-rotation list. Because you think, oh my god, they have a Dracloak with nothing, and their board position isn't that great. They have a Dracloak with nothing. How are they going to recover from this? Well, they go Dracloak for a card, Fezandipiti for 3 more, maybe Kangaskhan for 2 more if they keep Latias. They get Crispin. They Crispin 2 energy the Dragapult, and then they Monkey Dory and ruin your entire existence. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. And yeah, if they just have Crispin or Neo Upper or both, then we lose. Because Obstagoon is trash. As I learned, it is just a worse King Gambit. So we will be playing King Gambit in March because King Gambit rotates, which is really sad because, yep, what did I tell you? And we just escape. So Voltorb time. But these are all the decks that I kind of knew. Like, as soon as I started testing Dustox, I was like, yeah, this deck is garbage. It's not even close to playable. Even if you flip heads on every Dustox, you're saving their energy for them. Right? When is saving your opponent's energy good? Okay, so I have 4 Nest Ball and 2 Ultra Ball, 15 Lightning, a Legacy Energy, 4 Generator. We should not have a bad start. Because I have all the consistency in the world. But of course, it doesn't matter. You know, I should have named this stream, how low can my ranking get before the ladder resets? Can I get to the 1100s before the ladder resets? And Lena, well, don't forget, you can play Hilda and Crispin. But yeah, Crispin is just really good. Neo Upper is really... That's the thing. Dragapult is just so good. There's so many different ways to play it that are just so strong. They are just like, is there any way that I can win? And the answer is no, probably not. Or any way that I can lose? And it's like, no, it's just that good. How did they mulligan more than me and I play 4 Voltorb? I play 4 Voltorb and they mulliganed more than me. EDCGL is not a real game. All right, well, this is cool. We got a turn 2 research, which is, I don't even think that's good, but whatever. Okay, so we go Electric Generator, 1, 2, get this guy set up, Legacy Energy to you, Generator this one to this guy, 1, 2, and then lose all of our Gust cards. I can't remember if I put air balloons in here. I'm just trying to... I think I probably put switches, if anything. Mods, if you timed out Leah for that, I would not be opposed to that. Mods, that was that. I think we can all agree. Press 1 if Leah should be timed out for that terrible whatever that was. And Leah, there you go, Leah. Yeah, you know what you did. So mods, if you want to time out Leah for whatever length of time you think is deemed necessary, I will stand by your decision. And Leah knows what she did. Leah knows that what she bequeathed upon the world was not good. It was, she made the world a worse place. Really? Really? You gave me the generator after that? Okay, so we go... Yup. And do I Cycling Road? I guess I Cycling Road because, again, I have like 15 energy in the deck. Well, I don't think I'm going to be getting rid of these 3 Pokemon catchers. Okay, good. We're going to need to flip, I think, 3 heads to knock out a Zard, so we need to save those heads flips. 4 Wet Lights? How dare you, 4 Wet Lights? All right, so this is kind of pathetic. They can essentially win the game just by attacking with Charmeleon and using Dustox. Right, if I just flip Tails, I can't knock out Charmeleon, and they can literally go Charmeleon Steady Fire Breathing with a Dusknoir, and that knocks out a Voltorb. Isn't that insane? They can literally just go Steady Fire Breathing once, Dusknoir, and then a Voltorb is knocked out. That is how easy it is to get rid of a stupid Voltorb EX. But somehow my opponent is, they premature... Oh, they're playing Megazard. Oh. This is why they're in the 1300s, I think. So I know that I haven't got to Mega Charizard Y yet, but, like, there's a reason, and I do play Air Balloon. Hey! Okay, so let's put Air Balloon on this guy since we don't care about the Air Balloon. And then let's just get let's get nothing, actually. I take that back. We're going to get nothing. We're going to get nothing, and we're going to like it. Okay, good. Good. I was worried that we were going to flip lots of heads. So they're just probably going to avoid the Voltorb with the Legacy Energy on it. Yeah, if it was Mega Voltorb, it would be the same attack, but it would have 230 hit points. And it would give up 3 prizes instead of 2. But this is Ascended Heroes in a butt shell. Is that these are the cards we're dealing with. We're not getting the best of the best. You know, I played the best cards already. There's like 5 of them. We're not getting the best of the best here. And I still... I understand that Voltorb is number 100. PDC GL dev, it depends. Lena, it's a Canadian saying. It depends where in the bathroom it is. If it's in the goon corner, then that's fine. If it's across from your toilet, that's a little weird. Yeah, the Voltorb lacks a hole. Together Incineroaring, all of my viewers make a hole. But yeah, so the reason why there is a Voltorb EX is because it's Pokemon number 100 in the Pokedex, and there was 100 starter decks. So they decided to give us Voltorb EX for the flimsiest reason I've ever seen. There's like, oh, hey, Voltorb's number 100, and we're releasing 100 start decks. Let's give this an EX. Let's give it an EX and put it on the same wave. Oh my god, we're going to get knocked out. Wait, how much damage does this do? 110? Wait, so Oricorio's worse than Voltorb EX? They're going to hit me with their Fire Wang? Okay, so we have our balls. That's always good. And, well, I think they're called Mega Starter Decks because they exist in the Mega Evolution format. I think that's it. That's all it is. All right, so we go attach to that guy, play with our rod, put the 2 energy back in, and Lena, yeah, I don't care about Potopia. I might play it just to say I did, but yeah, I'm not super stoked about it. Actually, I should probably knock out the Oricorio, right? But I'm going to go for the Charmander. But yeah, the Oricorio is the easiest thing to knock out because I only need 1 heads. I literally just need 1 heads, but I'm going for the guaranteed knockout on the Charmander, and then I'm going to try to knock out the Oricorio. See? See? We would have failed. And Clamburglar? I mean, it's only going to appreciate in value, right? And Big Good Day, I'm always playing with my balls. And pretty soon I'm going to be playing with my holes. Okay, so they have already committed to attacking with Dusknoir, but they don't realize that I'm 1 heads flip away from knocking out the Oricorio to win the game. Okay, oh yeah, I also play Energy Sticker. I guess I have to build a deck around this before it rotates next month. Because I've always wanted this to be a playable card, right? It's basically an any energy patch. Bid you good day. That, oh, yeah, that deserves a pin. That deserves, if you want to get a pin, just type that you're sockless. Bid you good day beat you to it, though, so obviously you're not going to get a pin today. Yeah, you have to post proof in the Discord. You have to post proof in the Discord or else you're banned. All right, so they did the smart thing, sort of. Actually, yeah, they did the very smart thing. So they'll just hit someone on the bench. Oh, wow, I lose this game. I lose this game because they're going to knock out this Voltorb. And then I have no Voltorb ready to attack unless I hit the energy sticker or I hit a generator. And Lena just vibes. Basically just vibes. Yeah, they know what they're doing. This is unfortunate. So yeah, it's basically just whichever cards I think have the best chance of being good or really wacky that I feel like they need to get shown off. That's about it, though. All right, so energy sticker. Please work. Thank you. All right. We have to go for the Oricorio. And that's money well spent. I think that's money well spent, Clamburglar. Okay, there's another Pokemon catcher that we can't do any... So we have to save the Pokemon catcher for next turn and just sort of hope. So that Iono to 2 should buy us an extra turn. You'll be in the land of Pikachu. Oh, God. Okay, that's fine. That's perfect. We can still win the game. You'll be in Japan. Okay. I mean, there's always the VODs channel. Jeez. Wait, did they just give me the win here? Did they just say, hey, pilot, how about you just win the game? You know, I hate life. My existence is futile. How about I just let you win the game? Wouldn't that be cool? All right. I'm still gonna whiff, but it'd be hilarious if I didn't. Okay, 100 hitting ball. We need 1 heads. That is it, and we win the game, and we win a game with Voltorb EX. Oh my God, we won a game with... Oh my God. Oh, we won a... Okay. I would have knocked out the Megazard. If I'd believed in the heart of the flips, we would have knocked out the Megazard, but I got scared. I got cold feet. I got cold feet. But, you know, I just won a game with Voltorb EX. I just beat Charizard with Voltorb EX. You all saw it. We're never playing that deck again because we won a game with it. All right, so let's try... Wait, what's the secret deck? Why is it? Oh, secret deck. Yeah, let's play the secret deck. Bid you good day? Definitely. Definitely. So I've never actually tested to see if a Larry's Kamala deck works, but we're going to find out. It's basically just a Teal Mask Oderpon deck, but with Larry's Kamala instead. And Incinerate, yeah, it's so low effort, but the easiest... I think the easiest thing, or the easiest reasoning, is that it just reduces the load. Because they said that they were having a heavy flow issue with Raging Bolt. That's what caused the problem with Raging Bolt. So I think they can't handle heavy loads. So they're just trying to blow their load a little bit. And that's why they reduced it, is because the effects break the game or something. But then by reducing that, they ended up breaking the game because, again, they know what they're doing and they're really smart and they're just the best. We're playing against Mega Camerupt. I think we actually lose this one. Okay, so let's go Fan Call. Get triple Komala. All right, that goes there, that goes there. What else we got in here? I have... Okay, so Camerupt doesn't have an ability. Is there anyone who can help us out here? This is actually a terrible matchup, surprisingly. All right, so let's go... yeah, I guess we have to switch into the Kangaskhan, unfortunately, just because I don't have a playable hand, even though I did the thing. Oh, cool. So we still don't have anything. Great. That's fantastic. Okay, so this is not how it's supposed to go. You have to have a Larry's Komala in the active to attach to it. And then I play End's Plan, which moves energy. I have Energy Switch, which moves energy. I should probably play Scramble Switch as well. But yeah, I'm not convinced this is actually good. I think Teal Masked Ogerpon is just better, but it's like a single prize Teal Masked Ogerpon. The problem is that Komala has to be in the active and you have to have the energy in your hand, and it's just, yeah, do I play energy? Clearly I don't. But I just feel like this is Crispin with extra steps. You know, I think most people would just be like, I can attack with pretty much any good Pokemon with 2 energy, or 3 if they're, you know, a Mega Kangaskhan. Why do I need Komala? Bring up a Komala. Bring up a... Oh my god, they actually brought up a Komala. I mean, I can't play the game, but they did bring up a Komala, and we can dozing draw. See? Literal genius here. Literal freaking genius here. Any time. And Jag Bomb, okay, I know it's going to be some stupid thing that's not real. Lost to someone who plays Friends in Sinnoh and bid you good day. You can't, you're banned. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. You can't block the toenails. Those are the third best part of the feet, is the toenails. And then we get an Iono. All right, so let's go. You know what? Let's be nice and let's Iono them. And Lena third. Oh my god. Well, you know what? You know what we were doing last time? We're doing the same exact thing. At least we woke up. Okay. I'm going to check to see how much energy I put in the deck, but it's just, you know, you throw in a bunch of attackers, you see who's good, you go from there. You know, obviously Fan Rotom's good. But, like, Area 0 is good here. Be good day, it's a secret. You know, I only give out the number 1 and 2 slots to people who show me their toenails. I also noticed, yeah, that they're not lotioned up, so... Foolproof deck building strategy. I mean, we might win this game. We might win this game just because they're playing Mega Camerupt. But I don't know. I was hopeful about Larry's Kamala Harris, but it seems too slow. Right? It has to be in the active. It only has 90 hit points, so it's very easy Dragapult fodder. I gave them a playable hand, and they do nothing to repay me. They don't play faster. Do I prefer natural or painted? Natural, Lena. Obviously, geez. Unless you write on your toenails, sub to TYP. They just put a Bravery Charm on an Oricorio. Wait, is this my list? I don't think I played a Bravery Charm in my list. I also didn't play the new Numel because it wasn't out yet. But remember when I tried to make... Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Remember when I tried to make Magic Camera work on its own without burning? That didn't go well. Okay, they have the switch. They're going to burn my Kamala Harris. That's fine. And what's the... Yeah, they need 4 energy or they're just going to roast my feet. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm going to give them even more cards this turn because I'm an idiot. So let's go Kamala to the active. Iono. I have a feeling the secret deck should remain a secret. There we... See, I told you I played energy. I just don't play anything else. See, I told you I played energy. There's just, nothing else in this deck. We also prized our Eevee and our Meryl. Because, of course, we prized our Eevee and our Meryl, which would be the exact cards that we need to do well here. Okay. So, I think in this situation, I just dozing draw again and not manually attached to the Kangaskhan, which I should have done. Don't worry about it. I think the first flip is for... Oh, no, the first flip was for burn, so this flip is for sleep. So I wake up, but I'm still burned, which doesn't really matter. But yeah, it's just... These are the crazy ideas I come up with when I'm not streaming. Like, again, you're getting a Pikachu behind the curtain. What does Trust Your Pilot do? What is whacking off... Oh, God. Oh, God, Clam. Come on. This stream's already bad enough, Clam Burglar. You don't have to add to the terribleness. But, I mean, I have 3 Energy Switch and an Ends Plan. You'd think we'd be okay. So I will be back to playing competitive decks on Thursday and Saturday. It'll be Ends Vanillux in one of them and the Psychic Rotom in the other. But then I think it's going to be pre-rotation stuff because after Saturday, or I guess actually on Saturday, Saturday is exactly 1 month until rotation. Lena, mods still can't ban other mods. I can unmod Clam Burglar and then ban Clam Burglar. But that's about it. Well, they're the last 2 competitive ones. Like, they're the most competitive decks that are left. And yes, I'm counting Emboar in that list. I think Ends Vanillux and Psychic Rotom are more competitive. And Lena, just typical woman trying to take a man's place. That one actually wasn't very good. And I'm going to be doing a whole month of pre-rotation. You think this is bad? Wait until I just focus my entire decks on rotating stuff. But you know what, Lena? Don't make me regret this. Don't make me regret this, Lena. The last time I trusted a woman, she took all my money. All right, here we go. Here we don't go. Okay. Let us get all the energy out of the deck. We're going to play with our balls a little bit. Look at it. Do I play energy in this deck? Yeah, I think I play energy. So we go water there. I'm going to, yeah, just accelerate my breath here. We're going to put a water there. And then you can actually, you can't attach to yourself. I was going to say you can't. You can't attach to yourself. And then we go for air balloon. Put the air balloon on the dude. How have they not taken a prize? This is kind of insane. How have they not taken a prize yet? All right, we got 1 energy switch, which is not enough. So I have to go retreat, fan Rotom, energy switch, take a fire, land my ass upon their face, and fan call. Yeah, Clam Burglar, you better watch out. If Lena does a better job than you, she's your replacement. You better start training your replacement here. Yeah, we do have Ends Plan. So this is, a card that exists. Is it good? No, but it does exist. And that's more than we can say about other things that don't exist. Okay, so we knocked them out with Kangaskhan. How much damage this guy doing? 280? As long as they don't have a Defiance. Oh no, with Burn, they're going to knock me out. Oh, they're going to knock me out with Kangaskhan this turn. Oh no. Okay, so the Kangaskhan survives. But I'm going to have to basically trade my Kangaskhan for a Volcanion, which seems... Oh, never mind. Never mind. We're just going to knock them out right... No, I can't. I can't do the thing. I can't... Okay, we're going to have to run some errands. If we can get an energy switch, we're golden. That is not an energy switch. And we have all of our tools in our hand. Okay, well, we're going to have to ends plan here, and that is not great. So actually, yeah, sorry, nope. How do I, yes, there we go. Okay, so 1, 2, and then I want to Psychic Energy this guy, I guess. Put a Defiance Band on you, and then Rapid Fire combo. Literally does, okay, we wouldn't have knocked out the Camerupt anyway, but we're trading essentially 3 prizes for 2, which is bad. But they don't have a free retreater, so they have to promote. They have to promote their Camerupt, and then they have to attach to the Camerupt, and they have to use Volcarona's ability to burn my Kangaskhan, which is not a guarantee that they have 2 energy in their hand. When am I going to open a Meta? This is my Metafy is free. I'm the only top player in the world with a free Metafy page. All those other people, they charge you money. You get to learn how to play decks for free. You just do the opposite of what I do. And Joe, so you're saying you wouldn't mind riding in a Ferris? They better have 2 more energy, or else they just made a huge oopsie in their pants. You're saying you'd ride a Ferris wheel with N? Is that what you're saying? But if anybody has any suggestions, so Lena, if you have any suggestions of decks you want me to play or fun combos that you want me to try pre-rotation of cards that are from the G block that are leaving, let me know, because I'm always looking for ideas. The problem is it's going to be about 12 streams in March. I did the math. Because I probably won't do any streams in the few days leading up. Like, I might do the Terra Challenge. I have Scramble Switch, by the way. So I might do the Terra Challenge, when I run out of decks to play. So it's maybe 10 to 12 streams. Thoughts on Poison decks? Well, yeah, Brute Bonnet's leaving. So Brute Bonnet's leaving, but we're still going to have Perilous Jungle. We're still going to have Baby Pecharunt. We're still going to have Pecharunt EX. Still going to have Mochi. So I think I'd have to play, I think Conkeldurr, I have to play that because that's rotating and Poké Pad makes it better. And, well, I think it's just, Conkeldurr is just an easy one to play. I don't think there's too crazy of a, oh my goodness. I think just, just a regular Conk deck is fine. Okay, so wait, if I Wellspring Mask Ogerpon, I take 2 prizes this turn. Yeah, well, I don't know. I kind of want to focus on, like, newer-ish. Right, like, newer-ish decks. Like, decks that I have had some sort of change. Like, yes, obviously playing Roaring Moon is good. But I kind of want to play newer-ish decks. Okay, so let's go... Wait, I did use that. Okay, so we go Scramble Switch into this guy. And then Water... Grass. Okay, I'm going to attach to you, Defiance Band you, and then Lilies. Easy. And then we Torrential Pump and take a double KO, and they have no way of burning me except for the fact that I will have been burned by myself. Okay. And I guess in this situation, it's just take from this, go there. We're going to pump it up. And then they currently have no way of burning me. And yeah, so just Roaring Moon. The problem is, like, what has Roaring Moon gained in the last year that would make it worth revisiting other than the fact that it's leaving? And there's the Meryl. Like, is that enough to convince me that it's better than some of the other decks? It could be. Like, you could be right, Lena, that I'd play either Baby Roaring Moon or Roaring Moon EX or both, because they don't exist post-rotation, because Roaring Moon EX is rotating and Baby Roaring Moon loses half the cards that it needs. It's just, I've played them so much, I still have flashbacks to when Baby Roaring Moon was really good. No, I'm not doing the EX challenge. I would do a Terra EX challenge if anything, and that's going to be painful enough. There's literally 19 of them. How is there 19 Terra EXs in the G block, and only one of them is good? Copperage is not a Terra, but didn't I play the Copperaja Monkey Dory deck a while back? And Zenith? Why wouldn't there? I think the better question is, why isn't there more? Zenith? Yeah, thank you, Lena. Yeah, I think I did play the Copperaja Monkey Dory deck. Gyarados EX. Well, that is a Terra, and it's worse for Alligator, so maybe. And Garchomp, it's like Mega Lucario. Yeah, again, if it's a Terra, I'm not really looking at it because I would do it as part of the Terra challenge. Doesn't mean it's not terrible, though. Doesn't mean it's not terrible. Are they going to Turo the camera? Oh my goodness. And they're going to Badoo me? So if I just retreat and knock out the Badoo, I'm one prize away from winning the game. All right. Well, I think we actually sob in this situation, because what if I get a Lilies and then I can Torrential Pump and take a knockout? Oh my. Okay, I have to unmod you. I have to unmod you. Viewers, press 1 if I have to unmod Clamburglar. Press 2 if you actually thought that terrible joke was actually funny. So 1 to get rid of Clam, 2 to save Clam. There's no way. Mods, ban everybody who type 2. And Cerule Edging, that's a great name. Yeah, Spidops EX is on the list. The thing is, you just have to have a counter to Latias. And a counter to Latias is just someone who can trap it in the active and they can't retreat. Okay, fine. Clamburglar is saved. Fine. You're safe this time. But Cerule Edging, yes. Latias EX is not a problem. You just have to... Yeah, there's no way to shut off its ability realistically. But yeah, I can play it. I just need someone to trap it in the active and then I just deck them out. So if they have a Latias, you just deck them out. You just trap it with Maractus, or I think the smarter one is the Knackley, because it doesn't do any damage and they're always trapped in the active and they can never go anywhere. And that's a Night Stretcher that we can't even play. Okay, so we'll just go SOB. Knock it out. They will knock out my Cornerstone Mask. If they go for the Kangaskhan, that's okay. So my last prize is the Eevee, unless I forgot to put Eevee in here. There is a chance that I forgot to put Eevee in the deck. Don't judge me if that's the case. Fire Breather? Wait, what? Okay, yeah, so you're going to go Fire Breather, you're going to Roasting Feet. And bid you good day, because didn't you type 1 bid you good day? Yeah, you type... Oh, no, bid you good day type 2. They type 2. Clamburglar, you can take them off the list, Clamburglar. But you have no power over Lena, Clamburglar, because they're a mod now. All right, so the secret deck beats Camerupt. The secret deck beats Camerupt. Okay, so let's play some Emboar. I can't even remember which one is good, if any of them are good. None of them are good. Let's just play this one and see what happens. Based on the name, there's a TM evolution in here. So that means you go second. And you go second, and you get a mulligan hand. All right, so for those of you, actually, I can put it on screen. I was gonna, oh God, why do, you know what, you're on thin ice, Clamburglar. You're like an Emboar. You know, like how much does a Mega Fire Pig weigh? Enough to break the ice. All right, so image, there we go. There's the thingy thing. And we start a room and no energy. So I have to go get an earthen vessel, which I hope we have. So there you go. This is how bad this card is. Someone suggested, oh, just play with Jumbo Ice Cream. How does Jumbo Ice Cream help if you damage yourself with your attack? It does not. Jumbo Ice Cream does not help when you damage yourself with your attack. So then you have a 320 hit point Mega that they just knock out. Jumbo Ice Cream does nothing. Like, it's not good. You have to play Wally's Compassion. Wally's Compassion is better, but then that's your supporter for turn. All right, well, if I have an earthen vessel, we win this game. If I don't have an earthen vessel, we absolutely lose this game. Okay, we have an earthen vessel. I'm just going to go for one little piggy. Golden Go, Chen Pao, Dragapult with a Dust Noir. Dragapult Dust Noir can easily do it. All right, so we need to go for Earthen Vessel, TM Evolution. And let's get rid of... I mean, I want to keep the Poké Pad. So I guess we get rid of the little piggy? We get... What? I'm pretty sure I play 8 or 9. I probably play 8 energy in the deck, so we just prized a bunch of energy. And I play Revavroom, so that's not good. All right, so we have nothing. We have nothing, and we are nothing. So I think, yeah, we have 2 Pignite. So this game clearly hates me. And let's go Evolution. Get this guy and this guy. Revavroom, Pignite. So, like, I have a Super Rod. I have a Superior Energy Retrieval. Because your whole thought process is like, hey, Mega Emboar only needs 3 energy. I'm going to attack twice with this thing. So it's like I need 6 cumulative energy. With 8 energy in the deck, plus a Super Rod and Superior Energy Retrieval, you have enough energy. Like, don't forget that Charizard plays 6 energy. But yeah, Mega Emboar is absolute trash. Heavy Baton does nothing. Yeah, Jagbomb, thank you. Yeah, Cerulege, Manectric, Sharpedo. You know, Dragapult is just like, oh, hey, I'll just use Dust Noir and Dragapult. Mega Lucario can one-shot it with some Premium Power Pro or a Maximum Belt and just a Maximum Belt. Garchomp EX can do it. Okay, so this is actually a winnable matchup. But the problem is that a Bravery Charm gives us 330. Do you see what you did? See, this has 320 now. We lose. Does everyone see what they unleashed upon this world here? What you have wrought? Do you even understand what you've done? Clamburglar thinks that that kind of behavior is acceptable. Okay, so I'm just going to Revavroom and hope for some good cards. Well, those are cards. I wouldn't say they're good. Let's go Revavroom. And Mewtwo. See, it's too late. It's too late, though, Mewtwo. Okay, so we have to go Poké Pad for a little piggy. Yeah, that's fine. Paid Knight gets that, and then we go Air Balloon on the Rev-a-Room, so it has free retreat. I'm going to Lilies for 8. And then if we get a TM Evolution, we win the game. Well, we didn't... Turns out we didn't need one. So we go Mega Emboar. Actually, I think, yeah, we go Mega Emboar. And then TM Evolution. Attach to you. TM Evolvify. And then we'll get 1 and 1. And we'll go for Paid Knight. And then we'll go for the other Emboar. The one that accelerates energy. So this way, if they target this Emboar, we have a backup Emboar. But you're just going to recover in like a day. And Jag Bomb. Oh, they have a Toedscruel. That's not good. So we also have to hope they don't have a Bravery Charm or a Lively Stadium. But remember, I have decks for this week figured out. It's next week when the craziness starts. See, remember what I just said? Remember what I just said about... Oh. They're going to bosses my Emboar and then discard my Emboar, and then I can't do anything. How are you able to have this good of a turn? I had everything prepped and ready to go that it's for me to win, and they're just like, no, I'm just going to gust your Emboar and then discard your Emboar, and then you can't play Emboar, and I have a Toedscruel. This is insane. Okay, so I guess I have to go for a Super Rod at this point. I guess all I can do is Super Rod. Wait. I have no more Emboar. So then I guess I'll just Lilies and hope for an energy to manually attach it. All right, well, we got that. I have to manually attach to you and then put the Mole Trace into play and end turn. God, Mega Emboar is terrible. Okay. And oh my God, do you understand what's about to happen? Do you even understand how bad this card is? I'm going to Crimson Blast and knock out the Mega Kangaskhan. Then they're going to Terminal Period and knock out the Mega Emboar. Like, how is this card this bad? Like, I knew that Mega Emboar was going to be bad, but if I attacked with it, I lose against Mega Absol. Imagine playing a deck that if you attack, you lose. That it's just like, oh yeah, they Terminal Period all over you and you lose the game. Oh, cool, that's fun. The only way I could win is if I knock out the Mega Absol, but it's so weak that I can't even knock out the Mega Absol. Okay, so then I have to hit into them with the Mole Trace. That is our only chancey here, is we hit into them with the Mole Trace. Do I have any playable cards? Probably not. So we have to get that Super Rod. Okay, get rid of that and that. That's why you play Victini and Max Belt. If you have to play Victini and Max Belt in a Mega Emboar deck, you shouldn't be playing a Mega Emboar deck. All right, so we got the Rod. That's good. I have to play it because they'd get rid of it if I didn't. And then we go 1, 2... I mean, I should have another Tepig in the prizes, which we might get at some point. Okay, so obviously they're going to heal 3 with the dude. I probably am going to be able to find a counter catcher. I'll have to Iono them low. We knock out the Mega Absol. So I'm going to have to Iono them, hope for a counter catcher, hope for an energy. And then just knock out Absol Kangaskhan to win the game. But what good is a 480 hit point Heroes Taped Mega Emboar when an Absol just one-shots you? So it really sucks, because Mega Emboar was my starter. I was like, yeah, Mega Emboar, that's the coolest one. And it's the Rule Edging? It's actually, no, it's not that one. It's the Garbodor. It's the Garbodor that does 50 damage times the number of tools you discard. That's the better one. So you have a good idea, but I'm going to Cerule Edge you a little bit before dooning. Oh, this is great. They just screwed up the math. This is perfect. So yeah, it's actually the Garbodor that does 50 times each tool, and then you play it with the Snorlax and you have other tools. So I will be playing that one. So there you go. And the Jumbo... Are you kidding? Okay, thankfully they still messed up the math. By using the Monkey Dory, they messed up the math, so that's one saving grace, is they messed up the math so I can attack with my 3 prize Mega. Everybody, we're all okay. Okay, they'll probably get rid of the Iono because that's the only thing that can screw them up right now. Yeah, they definitely get rid of the Iono. So we have to Counter Catcher, knock out the Kangaskhan, and then I have no idea what we do. Then I have literally no idea how we win this game. Okay, so there's a Poffin. I don't have a Wally's. We do have enough energy to win. All right, so I'm going to waste the gear. And then we have to go Lily's Determination. Counter Catcher Energy. Okay, we got Counter Catcher Energy. And then we bring up this guy. Retreat. And then I have no idea how we win. One, two, three. They're going to get rid of a good card. Oh, we do play Wally's. Well, guess which card they're going to get rid of. Guess which card in my hand they're going to discard. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you what card they're going to try to discard from my hand with Claw of Darkness. I have no clue whatsoever. Call me a board game store that doesn't have good stock, because I have no clue whatsoever. Get it? Because like Clue is a board game, and if I had a board game, it'd be like I'd be like I have Clue, but then I don't. So there's an Iono. And well, that's why it's going to be a pre-rotation deck. So I think I sufficiently showed you how bad Mega Emboar is. Oh, that was kilometers. You should be glad that I like you. All right, well, let's go. If only we had Jumbo Ice Cream, that would save us. All right, well, let's just literally 10 damage away. So yes, if I had put Victini in here, we would have won. But also, if we had played a better card, we also would have won. Right? If I'd played Ethan's Typhlosion, we would have won. Okay, I'm not sure why they're not attacking, but that's cool. Not sure why they didn't just attack and win the game. Yeah, you might say we'll be eating our leftovers really soon. We'll be eating our leftovers. Okay, so let's play King Gambit. What else we got? We got this one. Is this one any good? Probably not, but we're gonna play it. All right, it's Lady Pika. Let me take a Pikachu, girl. All right, so here we go. We're going to win this game, and we're gonna raid Sunny, and we're gonna tell Sunny that Mega Emboar is garbage. And anybody who uploaded a video on this card should change their name to For the Loss. Get it? Instead of For the Loss, instead of For the Win. Because For the Win made a Mega Emboar video, but it's terrible. Well, this is a playable hand, I guess. Okay, how do we, whatever we're facing, the question is, how do we win? Mega Emboar is terrible. Mega Emboar, oh my goodness. Wait, whatever this is, we lose. If it's, oh no, wait, if it's the Terra Wugtrio, we win, because it's just a stupid lightning type. But if, oh, okay. Hey, Saito, he was my starter and he was my MVP. Well, actually, I think Mega Electros was the MVP. But whatever. So this is Wugtrio. Of course it's Wugtrio. Why wouldn't it be a Wugtrio deck? So Mega Kangaskhan, we go for Latias. Get the Latias. And then I think we get Fez so I can snipe some things. And just that's my board state. All right, well, let's go retreat. Oh yeah, that Hero's Cape is really gonna come in handy here. Yeah, it's all the Wugtrio. They got the Terra, they got the discard one, they got... Couldn't even tell you what the other ones do. Please, Clamburglar, please stop. Please, no one deserves this kind of punishment. No one deserves this. Just let us be, Clamburglar. Please. We're already suffering through a Mega Kangaskhan, Mega Emboar deck. Well, it could be the Terra one. But you say it makes no sense. We're in the 1400s. We're in basically the 1300s. And you're saying it makes no sense. Okay, well, there's a Wally's. I guess we play it, right? So we go run errand. Yeah, we're just going to play the Wally's. This little piggy goes to market. Also, notice how we can't knock out a Mega Lopunny. Just want to point that one out to you as well. Can't even knock out a freaking Mega Lopunny. All right, well, let's end turn and then do the thing next turn. So apparently a 1-of Victini would make Mega Emboar slightly playable, but, you know, if you're trying to hit for 330, you've already lost. But I guess, you know, Charizard, Lopunny, Absol with a Bravery Charm. What the hell? They're going for a Spiky Hopper, just as we all predicted. The old, oh yeah, the classic Spiky Hopper. All right, I'm assuming that I put a Mega Signal in the deck. I did not put a Mega Signal, but I do have an Ultra Ball. All right, so let's get rid of TM Evolution, Arven. I manually powered up a Mega Emboar, which is very sad. And then we go run errand. Okay, well, let's retreat. Go into you. Clamburglar, can you just... I'm convinced you're an AI generated to torture me. Did we get a Mega Superior? No, we didn't get Superior. We got a Superior EX. But remember, it wasn't a starter. It was Emboar, Feraligatr, and Meganium. Thank you, Clamburglar. I get 2 days of peace. Yeah, that's what people in the comments always say. All right, well, there's a rare candy into this guy. And I might be able to retreat the dude, but it's kind of cool that Mega Emboar gets knocked out without doing anything of importance. So the good news is we have 2 heavily damaged Mega Lopunny. The bad news is that I'm going to combust all over the place. I'm about to combust, everybody. So they have to attach an energy and Spiky Hopper if they want to take a knockout. If they don't, then I actually survive with 10 HP. Oh, Chef Blanks, 100%. 100% Chef Blanks because Poké Pad. Poké Pad makes the deck better. Because with Nest Ball and Poffin, you have to put them in play. With Poké Pad, they just go directly into your hand. So that is 100% on the docket. All right, so we have a playable handy. Okay, we got that. That's good. I'm going to flip the script. Not get an Iono, because that's what I wanted. So we're going to run errand. Still not get an Iono. Oh, we did. Okay, so let's go. Maybe it's time to play I have a Monkey Dory build. I just hate its face. then we go Mega Emboar into play. Emboar. This idiot, that idiot. Does Forest make... Well, we're going to find out. Want to use the Superior? Because I didn't want to. I'm a big boy. I can make my own decisions. All right, so let's go retreat into the Tepig and waste the TM Evolution. So if they have a Gust card, they win the game. So I think, honestly, I bring up this one. I know it's a little weird, but I think I bring it up so they can't draw 2 cards with Lucky Helmet. But, again, it's the same thing with Mega Dragonite, is that Reshiram is better than Emboar. Awesome. Reshiram is better than this, because Reshiram does 330 and 380 at the end of a game, and it's a basic, and it uses the same energy. Oh, this is great. They got Battle Cage and Jet Energy, but you lose the game. I just won another game with Emboar. So, okay, for the last game of the stream, press 1 for Emboar Monkey Dory. Press 2 for whatever I decide. So if you want to see Mega Emboar Monkey Dory, I'll play that for the last game of the stream. Press 2 for any other random thing I come up with. I just took 6 prizes with a Tepig, by the way. I just took 6 prizes with a Tepig. When have you ever seen somebody take 6 prizes with a Tepig? I mean, that's pretty... How was Tepig not the MVP? Tepig got 6 prizes and it's not the MVP? All right, so what do we got? Let's play King Gambit. I think this is the one that makes the most sense. But in my testing, this never did anything. It never, ever did anything. It was so disappointing. Like, I see for the Windmaker video, I'm sure Little Dark Furry made one, Azul made one. And then I tried to play it. I'm like, oh, everyone's playing it. It must be good. I prize everything. I start, like, Psyduck in a dead hand. And then just never draw anything. It was a horrible experience. But then, you know, maybe it's turning around here. Cialis, remember, you have to be subbed to say a bad word, so you get timed out for each letter in the bad word. And then, of course, we face our worst matchup. And then, of course, we get our worst matchup in the world. But I can one-shot a Snorunt. And we did get a Pawniard. Okay, so I think we attach to the active. It probably is worth it till Lilies. And then we go Pawniard, Pawniard. My Milkshake brings all the boys to the Pawniard. And probably just retreat into a Pawniard. And then end turn. And Clambird, yeah, I know you're jealous. You're jealous of that one, aren't you? I press 1 if I should tweet that right now? Oh god, Chasm Stalker's here. Press 1 if I should tweet that out right now. Press 2 if that's the dumbest thing you've ever heard. All right, fine. I'll tweet it out right now. So Genesect goes down. I will go and get, I think, a Matang and a Bisharp. I go Matang. I go Bisharp. I wash myself with a rag on. Oh my god. Seriously? I wash myself with a rag on a stick. We got more energy off of this. Okay, so do I bother? Probably don't attack, because that just builds up more damage for them. But it does give me 2 cards. But it just builds up more damage for them, and they could, you know, do lots of things. All right, I'm going to tweet out Pawniard. Oh, and they got the bosses, but joke's on you, I have an air balloon. If this tweet doesn't get enough likes, I'm going to delete it tomorrow. And I bet you the #1 response is going to be, my milkshake brings all the boys to the push down. All right, so we go there. I get the King Gambit. Let's go. See, this is just so much better. Just so much better. And PDC GL Dev, I've already forgotten you. I've already forgotten what you look like. Okay, just need 1 energy. Okay, I needed 1. You gave me 2. All right, so that's going to go there. And then I think I should just start building up this guy. Let's Lily's Determination, because I'm going to need a bosses to knock out that Frostlass if I want to win the game. Or we can just Prime Catcher. That also works for me. I will happily take a Prime Catcher and knock you out with the Bisharp because I don't like your face. Easy as that. Did we just see, as soon as I bring this on stream, now we start doing numbers. As long as I can hunt Snorunt all day, this deck's going to win this matchup. So if you don't like that tweet, I'm going to delete it tomorrow when I get up and realize, because it only has 11 views after 10 seconds. Isn't you the PDC GL Dev? Hey, I would never get into an argument with myself. But Poilet, where's the Blue Sky link? I mean, you just looked me up on Blue Sky. But yeah, the deck is good. It's just whenever I played it, it went terribly. That's the whole thing. It's just like whenever I dip my toes into it, it just went so horribly. All right, I'm just going to go for another monkey here, I guess. Right, we just thin the deck. Knock out another monkey. We just knock out a Monkey Dory since... Oh, no, we just knock out the active. Jeez. I was thinking, oh, no, I have to knock out a Monkey Dory because they're doing things. And it's like, no, they're not doing anything. All right, so let's get, yeah, that and that guy. With the... I can't do the Matang voice. So the problem, obviously, is that it damages itself, which kind of helps out their whole thing. But also, they can't do anything. You know, it's like, you think this would be the perfect card for me, right? A single prizer who can just win all the games. You think, oh, that's the perfect card for you. And it's like, no, for some reason, it just never worked when I was testing. And I think it's too little too late for me to post a video just because everyone else has done one. So we got to do Ends Vanillux and we got to do Psychic Rotom. But Ends Vanillux, so what I was thinking that's probably going to end up working the best. That was an easy win. Well, they didn't get set up, but I agree. So double the number of damage counters on each of your opponent's Pokemon. So obviously I'm going to play this with Frostlass, Monkey Dory, Yuchi, you know, just the usual suspects, Vengeful Punch. Leah, thank you. I rarely post there, but thank you. I post the stuff that's too edgy for Twitter. But my idea of what I think is going to work is that we just use Slowking. So I use Seek Inspiration. I Kyurem twice. So it's just basically Kyurem and Ends Vanillux in the deck. I use Trifrost once. And Lena, it's okay if you abuse them a little bit. So all we have to do is realistically Trifrost once, and then Ends Vanillux twice, and we win the game. So that is my strategy. I'm just going to play a Slowking deck with just Kyurem and Vanillux, no Conkeldurr, no Haxorus, no anything. I might have to put Dust Noir in the deck for Shaman, because obviously Shaman will stop the entire strategy in its tracks, unless I target their EXs. So I think that's just going to be a really fun one, and I can, you know, make a video about it. I can go, oh, Ends Vanillux is the best. So I have ideas, and that'll probably be the Thursday deck. But tomorrow and Wednesday, I'll be doing, you know, cards that get better with rotation, decks that get worse. And yes, Mega Absol will be in the decks that gets worse. But it's more like a rage bait title than anything else because because no deck really gets bad post-rotation. Like, Conkeldur's the only one because of Brute Bonnet. But, like, any deck that is semi-viable is playable post-rotation because the meta is so wide open. If you can knock out a Dragapult, you have a good deck. So, yeah, we'll raid Sunny, and then we will regret that immediately. And, of course, Sunny leaves as soon as I'm about to raid. Fine, then I won't stick around. I'm going to raid and run. Yeah, Sunny leaves. I'm going to raid and run. He's probably going to take a jungle dump or something. So everyone say, have a good jungle dump. That's the raid message. Have a good jungle dump.